get in.
Exactly.
That's the problem with the place. And you get there, and you spend all the money to go in, and you get there, and guess what? The fucking Pirates of the Caribbean shut down.
True.
Probably to make it more PC, where the pirates are just fucking waving at you, and they can't be called pirates anymore.
No, they probably shut it down to take Johnny Depp out of it.
Persons of the no, they should have like him with a turd on the top of his hat. An amber turd.
Rolling my eyes.
Engage eye roll. Watch out, your eyes will stick that way. Pretty soon it's just be like asexual gray robots just waving at you.
You mean it's not that already?
We can't say pirates anymore. It's too offensive to real pirates.
Okay, I know this is going to be a weird one, but I actually got real upset when they changed the Roger Rabbit ride.
Yeah.
They put her in like a trench coat, and I'm like, that's not the point of the movie. Like,
thank you.
Like, the whole point is that she was drawn that way, and then she has that line about, like, I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. Like, that's the whole thing.
Thank you. Yeah.
Samara, your microphone is being weird.
It might be my earring. Hold on. Now is it okay?
Now
it kind of sound muffled.
Yeah.
Hold on. A lot of hair.
There you go. Look at that.
Is that better?
Oh yeah.
Yep. It must be covering up your
my hair.
Yeah, your microphone piece.
Okay.
That must be some thick hair you're talking through.
No, it's the way her earbuds work.
Oh.
It doesn't pick up certain tones of her voice, and it sounds like you're in a kind of like in a dresser drawer.
Dresser drawer. Yeah, the stuff they're doing with Disneyland and Disney cartoons, and Disney in general, like how they're like, oh, we'll change the movie for our Chinese friends because they're homophobic.
I think they chose to not make a change in the latest Doctor, what's his name? Doctor
Strange.
Yeah, I think they didn't make an edit.
Yeah, but I mean, it was probably not because they have any morals. It's because it probably would cost them too much money to do it.
Maybe.
Like the stuff they wanted to cut out would just,
Say that, like, oh, we have equality. We have this one gay character in the background that you see for 30 seconds.
Well, like they changed that new Dumbledore movie because there's a scene in it where they talk about being in love.
Yeah.
With another guy, and it's like they changed it for China. It's like, okay, you guys are just selling out. It's supposed to be art, but it's just a commodity.
So true. So true.
It's actually a good movie once I figured out who that guy was playing Johnny Depp's character halfway through the movie.
Grindelwald?
Yeah. That Maximum, whatever his name is playing Johnny Depp's character. Which I miss Johnny Depp's character, to tell you the truth, because he did a better job at it. Plus, I really wanted to see him and the other guy like French kiss, because it's like,
You're a pervert.
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, he's a pervert as well as a boomer.
I want to see Johnny Depp and Jude Law kiss.
Jude Law and just tongue lashing, Johnny Depp.
I'd love to see. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
And not just like those like fake kisses. I'm talking about like that tongue in the back of the throat kiss.
Passion.
Yeah, passion.
All about the passion. And on that note.
course, I mostly just want to see Jude Law kiss anybody.
Especially if it was you.
Down, by the way.
I can't watch it if it's me. I want to watch it.
I could totally see you making out with Jude Law and like holding up
you might want to check
like this so you can watch it while you do it.
You might want to check because I think Jude Law's on Derek Jeter's herpes tree, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've heard that Derek Jeter has like a legitimate herpes tree, right?
Yeah, if you look up Derek Jeter's herpes tree online, it'll show you like the tree of people that he's been with and who's been with who.
Oh wow.
Like it looks like a Christmas tree, but not as joyful or happy. Not as festive. I got a goodness out of Samara. Goodness.
This is why someone like
goodness.
Ivar should not be allowed to retire.
Goodness gracious.
Too much time on his hands. Way too much. He looks at rabbit holes like they're as shallow as an inch deep.
Oh, I just go down rabbit holes all the time now.
I know.
It's crazy. It's kind of fun. Sometimes I have to go, okay, I just stop. I have to stop. Just stop. This rabbit hole's gotten too deep.
And before long, like in about a year after your retirement, and you start hunching over, right? You get the big hunch in your back. You're unclean. You've got like the marks on your face. You've got
I stop brushing my teeth and caring for myself.
And you start going, bathroom.
I just wet myself at the table now.
Hey, Mom! Bathroom!
I wear adult-sized Pampers. So I don't even have to get up anymore.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody. Sorry that we were not with you last week, but I unfortunately was starting to lose my voice last week as the weather was changing, and I was working around a lot of dust and a lot of dry and outdoor activity up on the ranch. So unfortunately, I was not feeling like my voice was going to handle it. And sure enough, the following morning, I was drinking hot liquids all morning to kind of try to get my voice back. So I use my voice for a living. I'm officially now up to 6 full pay-to-play tables. So hopefully in another month, once those settle, I will open my final one, which will be an anthology table, where it's going to be a 4-part campaign every month, and purposely broken up into short campaigns. And the anthology is all the major cities of Exandria. So it's going to be Drusar, Nicodranus, Vasselheim, Zadash, and Amon. And they'll be just short little fun 4-part campaigns. They're going to be mostly geared for beginners for the most part, to help new players find some open seats and get more involved in playing the game. So you can find out all that information over at the D&D Club if you feel so inclined. We do have our new theme this month for the Discord giveaway for our dice goblins and our miniature goblins and our game goblins. We are doing post-apocalyptic. I will be publishing those new channels tomorrow. So join our Discord and be a part of that fun. Honestly, with the number of people that participate per channel, you have about a 1 in 50 chance on average of winning. So it's pretty cool. It's a lot of fun, and we do some really cool. I think the T-shirt I'm going with is Summers from Rick and Morty, post-apocalyptic. Her favorite Earth is post-apocalyptic Earth. I thought that was a really cool T-shirt. So, and the scraping of yogurt out of a cup is lots of fun as well. That's always...
Not a yogurt. That was a Frosty.
Oh, of course it was. Well, when you're burning
Mara's brought that around the table.
When you're burning more calories than you're consuming because of your 15-pound symbiote, I'm not surprised.
Yeah. What was that?
I hate your headset. 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 I hate it. I hate it. I want to hear your voice like it was before. Samara, Sam. Yeah, it sounds like you're in a closet again. We can't hear you.
Damn. He just put you on blast, girl. You don't want to go with that?
Headset.
We need to buy you another headset. Send me your address.
Everybody
should
should talk like that.
It's like
All right,
you're yelling down a tunnel, and we're like getting away.
So that Sam feels welcome. We're all going to do
Okay,
this.
guys, and it's gonna go. Yeah!
We finally got her to cuss with her hands. It's awesome.
Yes, she almost said, "Gosh darn it!"
To
That
be
would have.
fair, after our day, probably wasn't a very far push.
I know. Did you guys see her coffee mug?
Yes, that's awesome.
I was like, uh-oh, I better throw together a quick combat encounter because this girl's pissed.
No. We don't need any combat. Right
25 red dragons land in your front door.
Oh, that sucks.
We use our
For the
layer
dragons.
ability.
I know because you
We
guys are
use
actually,
our
blades.
layer ability. Yeah,
because you guys are actually home. So
I want
It's
to.
interesting.
I think we should have our own layer ability. And I think it should be that stupid guard. It should cause the guard that talked to me should cause confusion to anything that enters the. Because he
has
asks
an aura.
the most asinine questions, and it has to roll for confusion or not be able to move from its spot or attack. It just has to go. Well, no, I don't. I don't have. I'm not on the guest list.
It's an aura of confusion that plays like Tasha's hideous laughter.
Right. Let's get you a nice cup of hot chocolate.
you know what?
What do you?
I'm going down to my homebrew tab, and I'm going to add that. That sounds like it could be fun in the future.
Oh, great!
Yeah. Wait.
I gave him
Other monsters
him
can
an
stop
idea.
time or something, and we get to have an annoying butler.
Oh, I'm definitely taking that one.
The annoying butler.
butler. I did write down Aura of Confusion because that sounds like a real fun spell.
Yeah.
Aura
So
of
happy Tuesday night, everybody. Welcome. Catch us on Mondays for Pike's Promise. I'll be here tomorrow night doing some more world building. We'll be back here Friday night for the Manor of Madness one-shot that we do once per month. This is going to be a level 10 adventure. We already have 5 people that have accepted. But if you are a member of the Discord, you get to go into the event, hit the accept button, build a character of your choice, and bring it to the testing grounds of the one-shot that we do once a month.
How many people do you usually have?
Well, I have 1 tentative and 5 already hit for accept.
But you usually take 6?
I try to take 6, or at least I recommend people hit accept in case people move off the bubble, in case people can't show. So
Right.
I prefer 5. I can do 6. I think this time I limited it to 5 because the Manor of Madness is a little bit more complex. So I wanted to make sure everybody got enough time to play their characters appropriately. Saturday is Grain Lands over at the D&D Club. We will not be doing our Loftily Chaotic episode this week as I have a change in schedule with picking up my daughter. She doesn't get out of the theater till 6. So I'm not going to be doing, I'll probably do another world building session late on Friday after I pick the kids up. But Saturday is Grain Lands over at D&D Club. Sunday is normally Debtor's Gambit, but we will be doing reruns for the remainder of May, and we'll be starting Vince's game, which is, I believe he put the title in Discord channel name, right?
Did he?
And, well, yeah, I think it's the one that he
I'm
built
looking.
for us. The Unlimited Power.
Unlimited power.
Yeah, I don't know what that means from a standpoint of the name of the campaign, but it is going to be Vince's to run. It'll be Sunday, more than likely from noon to 4 on Sundays. Because
Like in the chat, he posted it as Powa.
That's because he's an anime freak, for sure.
Yeah.
But welcome to Denizens and their Masters as we are here for our 78th session with our Twitch channel. And actually, I think we're close to over 100 sessions now, if I go all the way back to when we first started playing as well. And we're
Jeez.
finally getting into the main core of the arc. The Storm Chasers were on their way to taking the Bright Queen back to her kingdom. But she somehow convinced the Zehefe Uladan to allow her to tour the Morrow Valley and sights unseen, as well as travel incognito with the storm chasers, as they not necessarily purposely having to keep it a secret, but kept it reasonably under wraps. Traveling through the Withering Gates and through the central area of the Morrow Valley, and then eventually reaching Zadash, they begin to encounter a strange organization called the Order of the Aspect. They began to encounter some situations that Samara's mother was dealing with, strange bits of rock being collected and parceled through in and out of the Morrow Valley, refined kind of essence rock that's being used for both magical and animated purposes. While convinced that somehow the gentleman was involved, they eventually had a conversation with a very young gentleman who is in the process of opening up a very kind of interesting bar that's not quite open yet, but he refers to it as the Evening Nip, which is the name of the bar in Zadash. They gained a little bit more information from him. A supposed kind of revelation that he is working closely through magical means with Albin Brecht and the Order of the Ghost, a organization that has decided to maintain and keep secrets for the benefit of Greater Wildmont, and they've been around for some time. Here, the team learned a little bit more about the Tilted Scale organization that the gentleman uses to lease out wagons for the purposes of caravans using them. But as the team made their way back through Zadash and trying to find their way back to the safe house where the Bright Queen was, they were jumped by an ambush of individuals that seemed to be very focused on trying to capture Samara. The team fought back, defeated the ambushers, and within the last moments that they were there, a very changed and very different looking Qualish appeared on the back of a monstrous undead dragon form, who still seemed focused on capturing Samara, but through clever spell casting, clever wit, and as quickly as possible, led by Fire's ability to recall back to Nicodranus, the team decided better to make an end run on this situation until they know more. They retreated back to their tower, their estate. Once here, they begin to learn the awful truth of the spy network. The idea that even spies of spies keep secrets from each other. And it seems that the Order of the Ghost and other portions of the spy network were somewhat aware of what was going on, and through collusion with others were intercepting the caravans and preventing them from reaching their locations. This seems to have bought a little bit of time, at least. All of you, I believe, had headed over to the Brex to take in a meal and a discussion. Here, Feltish finally makes her way back to the Cobalt Soul for now. A very relieved Mara Kai, after giving birth to twins, is back with the group as well amongst the dinner guests. And I have to be honest with you, I think that's where we're left off. Is that where we're left off? Was it dinner?
No,
I think so.
letters. Remember, I had taken the letters from Atil, and she had said, "Hey, by the way, you need to come to this place." And I was like, "Shit, we need to go."
That's right. So while after dinner, I believe after the meal, you guys were kind of settling into some activities before taking a long rest. And Samara, you were off in one of the study areas, like one of the library areas, reading those letters from Atil. And you were told that something was going on in Hollyhead, I believe. And it was urgent that you and whoever can be afforded the opportunity meet her in Hollyhead based on these letters that you had received from her. It is late at night. Anybody want to do any last-minute activities before settling into your long rest?
I want to write in my journal, and I think I need to feed the insects a piece of rotted meat. I'm not sure if I did that already today.
I think you did.
I did it today before we teleported back, like just before we were ambushed. Pretty sure.
I thought it was after.
Mm,
When you were back at the estate before heading to the Brecht compound.
mm-mm. No, because I'd searched the streets
That's
of Zadash for rotted food from the trash cans.
That's right.
So...
Oh, my dear, dear partner. She is so excellent about hobo scrounging in trash cans.
Yeah.
And this is when we also learned that Tobias was being purposely excluded due to his running of the mouth and unable to keep secrets. Some of that was learned as well through the last session.
Now I feel bad.
You had...
As he says with that smile.
Yeah. So I'm going to write in my journal about the destruction of his temple, and I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to, kill the temple with a giant red dragon. And I'll rebuild it, and it will be even better. I'm writing in my journal.
Yeah, you notice as you write, you take a moment to reach over and sip from your cup of tea, and the pen keeps writing on its own. And then sitting in a corner near you, you see that familiar cloak, that familiar smile. Well, it's been a while. I know, I've been busy. There's this strange small blue child that keeps calling on me. I don't know what she wants, but she keeps me entertained. Sorry I was missing your previous messages. I'm a busy person, to say the least. But how are you doing?
I expect you're an important man.
Well, I am very important.
Very important.
Not sure if I enjoy the fact that you assume I'm a man, but sure.
Oh, you're a very important being.
Thank you. That's right. Yes. And you watch as a tiki cup comes up to like translucent air and tips backwards. And so, you're in a bit of a predicament, aren't you?
Yeah.
I mean, if I made amends with my murderous sibling, I would feel very traumatized as well. I mean, I get the sense that maybe you just kind of wanted to go back that way because more predictable, perhaps.
It is definitely interesting spending time with someone who stabbed me to death.
Get the baby.
Yeah, let me get the baby.
Oh my God. You guys have got to watch Pike's Promise when Ivar's playing with that kid. That kid loves you, Ivar. Absolutely adores you.
I love him. He's a cutie.
Says,
There
Mom,
he is.
me. I knew you were playing, Mom. I knew you were playing.
I know, he
more
was
calm
laying
at
on
the
his side in
gaming
the
table.
bassinet.
So I was wondering, that little spell that you cast that brought you and your friends back here so quickly, that is one of your more powerful spells that you've used recently, is it not?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I noticed it almost immediately. I mean, I threw down the lollipop and told the young blue child, I will see you another day. And I made my way back here as quick as I could. What are you and your friends doing these days? I thought you'd solved all of this. You ran off the bad guy. The big city was saved. You became heroes. You acquired your own. Look at this magnificent estate that you're in now.
Well, one of the bad guys kind of resurfaced on the back of a giant undead dragon.
Oh my. That sounds terrifying.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should just go live somewhere else. This world sounds horrible.
Well, we're trying to make the world a better place.
Are you?
I think.
Well, no, that was a question. Are you making it a better place? Because from my vantage point, the rather large town in the Morrow Valley that's been burning for the better part of a day might think differently.
Yeah.
There were I have a couple followers there that reached out to me in aid. I moved the storm cloud a little bit faster than normal.
That's good.
So hopefully that'll help. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of the Dwendals. I find them a very finicky group. They've got funny people in their kingdom, but not enough to make me care.
Oh, you missed it when I did the blade barrier spell, and
Oh,
Sam
really?
did the whirlwind spell, and we made it look like people were in a
really?
blender. I
That's
mean, it was
very
kinda sad.
sadistic and funny. I like that. That's good. That's good.
What's
It
a
was
blender?
gross. There were bits of people everywhere.
Exactly.
Well, I know what a blender is. It's what I use to make my tiki drink. It's fine. You think this is the only world, the only universe? This is the multiverse, I assure you, for sure.
License not there. I didn't say what's a blender.
Pigeons are loud tonight.
Pigeons are loud.
They're
We
always
got baby
loud.
pigeons too.
Well, so what are you and your friends going to do next? I mean,
That
don't
we
get me
have to
wrong.
figure out.
I'll find a place for you when you eventually, die. I mean, you're way too much one of my favorites now just to be wasted as worm food and rot. I have a place for you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. I don't know about your friends. I'm not really kin to them. I mean, I might find a place for that little mouse friend of yours. He's quite funny. That little trick he pulled on the pirates was hysterical. I laughed hard on that one.
Yeah, so did he.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think the pirates laughed, but he did. It was funny.
Yeah, and I can assure you, he's definitely going to make the remainder of your life very interesting.
He does indeed. Yes. He
And what
does
about
indeed.
that
He picked a
Samara?
fight.
She's become something special, hasn't she?
She is. She's
And am I
Well,
reading
she's
this
kind
right?
of being
Mara
a
gave
diplomat.
birth to twin puppies? Is that what you were
I
thinking
mean,
about the
I
other
don't-
day?
I don't think they're actually puppies, but
Oh, well, I heard
they have
somebody
the
mention.
potential. She's a bear and her husband's a
Oh.
lion, so
I thought she
they're
was a genasi.
well, yes, but she turns into a bear
Oh,
and her husband turns into a lion.
There's this other
Would they be
world I
lares?
visit on occasion, and they have these things called water bears, very
Lions?
tiny, and they make up very super strong structures. And
Did you
She
say
like one of
water
those?
bear?
Water bears?
well, yeah, she's a water genasi bear, water bear. So you're saying she's
I
a
want
water
a
bear?
water bear. I want a water bear.
Ooh, she'd
I-
look so scary as a water bear, like 8-foot tall water bear.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm more into fun than scare tactics.
I expected her to turn into a giant blue bear,
I am blue.
and she turns into a giant blue bear. It's really funny seeing a giant blue bear. I mean, bears are usually black or brown, right? She's blue.
And I must say, Thyson certainly
Yeah.
has become quite powerful, hasn't he?
Yeah, I still like calling him not Sigurd and giving him dragon turtle statues.
I know it is pretty funny. I do like it when you make things
The look
laugh.
of constipation on his face when I give him dragon turtle statues, it's so funny.
Are they cursed? Do they make him poop then? Is that why you give it to him? That makes it more funny.
No, if he had a look of constipation, they make him not poop.
Oh. I don't believe that's healthy for any humanoid creature. But then again, I hardly believe he's that humanoid.
Well, he's a tiefling. That's kind of humanoid.
Is he?
He's got 2 legs and arms. He's about this tall.
Is
Yeah.
he really just a tiefling? He watches his
No,
form
Because
turns
he was
to
a
look through.
halfling.
Well, he kind of his form turns to glance in the direction where he can hear everybody else kind of settling in for the night.
Yeah.
And the shadowy form with the big green cloak and just the visible smile. I mean, to be fair, he's more of a cursed apparition, don't you think?
Yeah, that sounds about right. He was, well, I mean, he was kind of dead, but now he's not dead.
Yes, whatever that agreement he made with the not that I'm ever to step on the toes of the Wild Mother. She is quite a powerful being. But she's not very fun in the least. She doesn't really like jokes or the
No, and
sense
she likes
of
taking away
humor.
the flying magic.
Well, she's most beings are very literal. I would describe myself as very illiterate, not very literal at all.
Can't even make
I'm
big
more
ones.
inclined for jest and humor more than anything.
Yeah.
So
Could
well-
make me big.
pigeons are very loud.
I
Do
know.
something
We
about
have to get
that.
an exterminator or something because,
Well-
head
Just
pigeons.
falcon. Falcons eat pigeons?
Pepperwood for sure.
Pepper would totally eat pigeons. Sam, you're
Well,
muted.
anyways, have fun on this next little journey.
Yeah, we gotta
you
figure
know
out
what?
where we're
I-
going.
I saw this.
Ooh,
other-
Hollyhead.
I saw this other group of people that they did this thing. I don't know. It's supposed to do something. I don't know what it does. And he kind of stands in front of you and goes, "I bless you." Somebody
Achoo?
said that's what. Well, no, that's somebody told me that's what gods do. They bless people.
Oh.
So I'm fitting into
So
my
does that
shoes
mean-
for once.
Does that mean that I need to cast Bless more often? Because I don't really cast it all that much.
I don't know. Is that a spell?
Yeah.
Oh, sure. If you
Yeah.
think it's appropriate, absolutely.
Destiny
Okay,
knows
I will
fire
bless people in
spells.
your name.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yes.
Well, anyways, good luck. And
Yeah.
it just kind of the smoke and mist evaporate, the smile evaporates, and your journal's completely filled in for days worth of, content that you've been, even though you weren't writing.
Okay. And I feel very happy, and I talked to him, and I'm going to sleep very well tonight.
Okay. Anybody else
And I
want to
play
do
with
any
Thunder.
last minute activities before we take our long rest?
Yeah, I want to talk to Albin.
Okay, so you are looking for Albin, Samara. Anything you
Quick.
want to do?
Yeah,
hear
we
ya.
can't hear you. You sound like you're underwater.
I heard Hollyhead. Something about Hollyhead?
Oh my god.
No, we haven't.
Can't hear
The
you.
worst.
You are literally underwater.
Try taking out one of your earbuds and put it by your mouth when you talk, just for a gig. Now put it a little further out.
How about this side? No?
Much better.
Oh, there
Better?
we go.
Yeah,
Much
okay.
better.
perfect.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't know why that one wasn't working. Okay. So, did I tell everybody about Hollyhead?
I would say everybody started to settle into their sleep, and part of reading your letters was like you're kind of like settling into your long rest as you kind of isolate.
But we don't know about Hollyhead yet.
So no one else knows about it but you.
Okie dokie.
Can I come out and see if anyone is still up?
You come out to the site of Tobias, just kind of casually making his way downstairs, and he's yelling at the top of his lungs, looking for Albin.
You see Mara pacing the halls with a child who won't sleep.
So then I'm going to go over to Mara because Tobias, I don't know what he's doing.
What's your passive perception now, Samara?
Oh, God, hold on. I think it's like, no, wow, it's a 17.
17. You immediately see Tobias round a corner in the same hallway that Marakai is like pacing up and down with one of the babies on her shoulder, who's
Perfect, I'm
slowly
going
falling
towards them.
asleep and then fussing and slowly falling asleep. And Tobias, you find Albin in the library study, and the two of you start your conversation. But as that gets started, Samara, you are now standing in the hallway with Mara.
So I'm going to be whispering it because I see that the baby's asleep.
Yeah.
We need to go to Hollyhead tomorrow morning, like as soon as everyone's awake.
Okay, have a safe trip.
No, you're coming too.
I'm coming too.
Yeah, something's going down in Hollyhead. For lack of time, I'm just going to explain the letters.
Right.
Things.
Things. We need to go. I'm going to go tell
Okay.
everyone else.
Okay, I should probably talk to Albin.
Yeah, whatever.
She's very tired and confused. That's all that's happening.
So
So, Tobias,
you go
you
find
now-
Albin, and I'll go find everyone else.
Albin?
There's like the cracked door, not more than 50 feet from you, Mara, because you're in the hallway pacing. The door cracks open and Albin sticks his head out. Oh, yes, dear. What is it?
I have to go to Holly.
You don't need the stone, dear. I'm right here.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I have to go to Hollyhead, I think.
Okay. The children or the babies are big enough. We can. I'll be sure that they're taken care of. You don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
I think you could use the road a bit, dear. You seem a bit. I don't want you to feel trapped.
I should probably get some sleep before I go.
It's gotta be a good idea. Why don't you leave the babies with? Yes, leave the. This should make Tobias very happy. Thank you. So Tobias, as you're sitting in the oversized chair waiting for Albin to come back in, he's now carrying, a small, half genasi, half human, and at some point they will take their sip of the cup and become whatever lycanthrope lineage that is passed down through generations.
They have a sippy cup?
Do you need one, Tobias?
No.
You seem down. And he sits in his chair and he puts the baby up on his shoulder and kind of just sits there rocking it for a moment while it fusses. And he just looks at you kind of like, you seem a mite different, Tobias. You're not as shiny as you used to be.
Yeah, it's kind of worn off, hasn't it?
It does. This world will wear down on you in quick matter for sure.
I don't like that we're not getting told information. It's my fault.
What do you mean?
You don't know that.
Oh, I don't know that?
No.
God damn it. They never tell me anything.
I think that's the point.
But I will say this much. You've picked up on enough people excluding you recently within the last, 2 or 3 months that you've picked up a little bit on the fact that people are beginning to kind of, here comes Tobias. Let's go talk over here. You've at least picked up on that vibe. You don't know that it's been prescribed as a general agreement amongst those that are keeping the peace and keeping the information close to the chest.
I just want to know what's being kept from me then. Because everybody's whispering around my back.
Well, that's... Tobias, you are a pirate trapped in a land of law and order.
I can't stand it.
Yeah, I can tell.
And I don't have a ship. I'm a pirate trapped on land, too.
Well, have you talked to Admiral Alabaster since you've been back?
No, I don't want a water ship anymore. Those are boring.
Well, but the problem with the airships, Tobias, is that they're so expensive and they're difficult to acquire. Only 1 or 2 major guilds in most of the regions have access to these.
No,
I mean, we're talking...
I take out a pin. Where are they located?
No, I'm not going to be responsible for your grand larceny, Tobias.
What are their weaknesses? Where are guards posted around their windows?
Where are the guards posted? What's the time of the guard change? Come on, you're a spy, aren't you? You can find these things out. Thanks, Dyson.
I could. But I'm here to tell you, Tobias, the days of grand larceny are gone.
No, they're never gone. You can always do it.
Oh, you can. But I don't know if I would recommend it. Took us a while to get control of the sea lanes again. That's something that the...
And we can be in control of the skies with me.
Yeah, I know you
What's
feel
better
that
than
way.
that?
The resources that are used to make those flying vessels are heavily controlled and monitored. They're not even allowed to have access to it over certain amounts. And only one particular guild is allowed to even harvest the brimstone.
Oh, what guild's that?
I'm no, Tobias. No.
I thought you were my
doing
friend. You
I am
married
your
my
friend.
friend, and now you're not my friend anymore.
Oh, I'm your friend. This is
Information
telling a
is
friend.
you're not committing a crime by giving me information on things that you can't
I
help
most
how
certainly
I act
am.
on
It's
them.
called aiding and abetting, and it's most certainly a crime.
Do I look like a snitch? I'd never tell anybody that you gave it to me.
Tobias.
I mean, you look like a rat.
Birds again.
But
They're everywhere
Tobias,
tonight.
Tobias, this world is a magical world. There's people with arcane skills and arts that can draw that information out of you. Think of it this way. Sometimes things are not told to you to kind of keep you and yours protected from concern. And sometimes
Yeah,
they're
but
not
it would
told
have
to you
been
because
it
you
would have been
don't
really
need
helpful to know some stuff.
Yeah, but you
I
say
feel like
stuff
we're doing stuff, and you know that we're doing stuff, and it would just be better that if we knew you were doing something that we could join in instead of like fumbling along and not knowing things and then stumbling into things that you already are doing.
Give me a persuasion on that one, because you're hitting some notes on that one.
And I'm tired of the gentleman and his games. He's your friend. Okay, what is it now? It's persuasion. I normally suck at persuasion. Yeah, 13. So I
13?
still suck at persuasion.
Look, Tobias, you're right. I am a spy, and the order that I am a part of, we use our network and our means to keep things as safe as we think we can make them. And we do tend to rely and utilize nefarious individuals. Now, the one thing I can assure you, the gentleman will never get involved in anything unless profit is expected. He's not really all that much different than you when it comes to that. He's just better at lying than you are. You are incapable, Tobias, of lying to a fault. And in some situations that
But is that a
we
fault?
are involved in, well, it's a fault when the lie might keep you and your friends from getting killed.
Okay. Now, wait.
Just saying.
There's two things I can do. I can tell the truth, which you know I'm good at. I've had many a hand thrust over my mouth in the last few years because I'm telling the truth. Okay, but besides that, if I don't tell the truth, then I just keep my mouth shut. Right?
Yeah, but
If I do that, if I can keep my big trap shut, would you like let us in on some? Would you like stop doing this stuff or whatever's going on?
Tobias.
And then he just tell me, hey, don't tell nobody. And then I go, okay, great. So if someone tells me something, but they don't say, hey, this is a secret, then I don't think it's a secret.
Strangely enough, Tobias, your logic makes sense to me, and that's what concerns me. Sure. If I could have had some kind of guarantee that you would learn at the very least not to speak to the obvious so that the obvious can remain hidden enough for us to take advantage of those that don't understand what's going on. Now, I had no idea that this order of the aspect was in play. That part I can tell you I didn't know. We knew that suspicious activities with the caravans were occurring, and the behavior of those involved brought it to our attention. I forced the gentleman to use his own services and offer it to the aspect. So yes, I did do that. I wanted to find out exactly what they were doing. And it just so happens that you and Peltish and the others stumbled upon whatever it is they were in the midst of. Short of burning down a good portion of a city or town, I would say what occurred is a good win. We can use a lot of that for cover and to get things under control, but sometimes, Tobias, things are just not said because if no one is told this detail, then perhaps it will go unseen and can be used later as a more sophisticated weapon. Right now, I have spies in the Zohashian. Here, I will share something with you, Tobias. We'll see how long this lasts. I do have spies within the Bright Queen's court. We're currently trying to find out what they mean by terror engines going missing. We believe that they were machines that they bought from some dwarves and then converted them into magical equipment in order to harvest and mine in deep, dangerous places. Now, I'd like to know what happened to them, who stole them, and what they're being used for. I think that has value. But
So, talking to the Bright Queen the other day, and she did say that
Yes,
some of those machines were missing.
oh, so you're able to say that she's so based on what you heard, you can confirm that story then.
That's the story she's telling. I don't know what.
Interesting.
I don't really. Do I 100% trust her? No. It's kind of
Well, perhaps a visit to the Wasted Mines in the near future might help us understand that better. But
Wasted
I
Mines. Is
will-
that where they use them at?
yes, it's a range of bulwarks and excavation and mine sites north of their capital city. I believe it is north of. Normally I have your folder open, and you'd think I'd be, after almost over 2 years of playing, that I would get better at this.
It's all right.
Yes, they're north of the major capital city of Cyrios. I believe you and your friends have been there before. My wife spoke of it.
What are the names of the mines?
They're called the Wasted Mines. They're not too specific about their naming conventions. The mines are located in the northern waste, north of Cyrios, and they are merely referred to as the Wasted Mines. They are places that have been very industrialized over the last 100 years by her court. We believe it's the very heart of their mining operations for purposes of precious metals and metals to use in their industrial capabilities.
If I was going to roll the dice and say you need to watch out for somebody in her court, it'd be that mage.
Which one would that be?
The one that was floating around.
They all float around, Tobias.
You know the one I'm talking about. Are you going to make me look at my notes? It's like 3 books back.
Yes, I know who you're speaking of.
Yeah.
Tobias. He is on my radar for sure.
All right. So anyway,
Well, to be more specific, he's on the Cerebus assemblies right now. I run interference. I prefer to isolate that individual, and I can use him later.
See, you're my friend, so I'm going to tell you, even though like the Bright Queen probably wants it to be a secret. But so yeah, she said some of her machines, that those terror machines we saw in the forest, look like the machines they use that she utilizes, and that looks like maybe some of them were stolen or something.
Yes.
So.
And that's all? How did you come by this information, Tobias?
I was chatting with the Bright Queen.
Are you sleeping with her, Tobias?
Kind of? She turned me into a minotaur.
Well, that must have been very...
It was weird,
for you.
but it's all right. She seemed to like it.
I may have to move you up my list, Tobias.
Yeah?
Perhaps you have skills I've yet to tap into.
See? I could be one of your best spies.
No, you couldn't, but you do have skills. You're far too trusting to be a good spy, but you'd make an excellent informant.
Oh, great. I'm an informant. Don't informants get paid normally?
They are capable of earning a great deal of money if their information is proven accurate.
Perfect. It's a deal. Get those plans and everything together for those airships. Pick a good one out for me.
Yes. I will do my best to pick out a good airship for you, Tobias. Now, if you don't mind, if there's nothing more, I'd like to put my child to bed.
Okay. All right. I'll be quiet.
Good evening, Tobias.
Good night.
And he kind of leaves you behind in the library area. It's a bunch of chairs and desks and whatever. And he gets up. You can hear him kind of move down the hallway and eventually into another room.
I go to the filing system. Airships. Airship ownership. Airship consortium. airship guilds that use. Okay, there we go.
Every drawer you go to is glyphed.
Oh, I get exploded.
They all seem to be arcane locked.
Oh, great. All right.
Your passive would be high enough to pick up on that for sure.
These people are so untrustworthy. They stomp off and go to bed.
Oh my god, I can't believe
Start
you
my own
said
spy
that.
network.
With blackjack and hookers.
Hey. All right, Sam.
So,
You're
Samara, where do
my
you go
first
after your
recruit.
conversation with Mara?
I'm gonna go find Fire so I can let her know about it.
Okay. You knock on her door. She wakes up sleepy-eyed and kind of sees you and goes,
Hey, when we wake up, we're gonna go to Hollyhead, Kay.
okay.
Go back
She
to
doesn't
sleep.
say why. She just shuts the door and she pad foots back to sleep.
Then I would go find Asborn and Thyson and tell them the same thing.
Okay. You,
Okay, good night.
you eventually locate Asborn. And Thyson, where are you at this point? Are you in your room within the Breck compound or are you off doing something?
I'm resummoning my guy, my little.
Oh, your little
homunculus.
homunculus. In fact, Samara, when you arrive,
Oh my gosh, that's right. I have to resummon mine.
you arrive to Thyson's room on the second floor of the common chambers that are afforded guests of the Brecht family. And there's a sound and like a weird reddish smoke coming under from his door as you knock on it.
You okay in there?
Huh?
You good?
What do you want?
We're going
Busy.
to Hollyhead in the morning. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Doesn't matter to me.
Same with Asborn, and then I go to sleep.
Yeah. So as all of you settle into your long rest,
I need to re-summon Ember too. I forgot.
That's fine.
She got
Yeah, you can-
kicked. She
yeah.
got
she got
Poofed.
Can we press
Poof.
it? Because I have so many hit points missing.
Yep. So you guys could go ahead and
Yep.
click off your long rest. You wake up the following morning to the smell of food. Uh-oh, somebody got my son.
Hmm?
What's Sebastian doing?
He's sitting in his bumbo chair.
Mama. Oh, okay.
Staring
Because you
at
weren't
me
looking
and
down, you were
talking.
looking straight across. And then I realized when I said someone got my son, both you and Aiden answered at the same time. That was pretty cute.
This is because Aiden is your son too.
He is. He's my baby boy. So you guys wake up to the smell of breakfast. The common area is already set up for everybody as you wake up the following morning. And one by one, with one exception, there is no sign of Asborn this morning. There's been a note left. He is going to, or she is going to run and resolve some staff and organizational issues with the estate.
That's good that he's doing it or she's doing it and not Tobias.
Probably.
True.
Are you hungry yet? Sorry.
So we get, yes, I am. I'm hungry. I'm going to go get breakfast.
Yeah, I was asking Ember that. And we're going to go get food. Yeah.
Cool.
So all of you meet at the common table on the second floor.
Mara is like totally packed, ready to go. Like, we're ready? We're ready, guys? We going? Is it time?
Yes, we will.
Do you need me
How
to
are we
put
gonna-
anything in the bag of holding,
I don't think
Mara?
so.
I have my own bag of holding.
Okay.
Thank you, though.
Did
How
we get...
are we getting to Hollyhead?
You got it for me.
Mhm.
Anyone?
Well, Thyson's been there. He could probably teleport us.
Dyson, can you manage that today?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Cool. Let's go.
Let's eat breakfast first. I'm
Okay.
hungry. I don't want to get to Hollyhead and then fight people on an empty stomach.
Fair.
Yeah,
So you guys consume your breakfast in the morning. Eventually, Mara, your in-laws, and Albin say their goodbyes to you because they are now in charge of the twins.
Do you cry over leaving the babies?
I do.
Aw.
It's quite a heartfelt departure of sorts. But you guys watch as Thyson, all master of the teleportation circle, takes him a while to set it up and get it ready as normal. But then at the conclusion of the creation of the teleportation circle, one by one, as you on the other side, without even having to roll because you're 100% familiar with it, you are in the town of Holyhead, just on the outskirts. Familiar with a path that leads into Holyhead because this was a path once taken by a very reanimated Oswald, but it puts you right on the outskirts of the town. And here it's morning, obviously mid-morning by the time you guys teleport out to this point. You can see the end. I get to pull up the tab for that. It's been a while. Where are you, Holyhead? Oh, there you are. You can see the Crooked Cat in its normal spot. You can also see the handful of kind of like open air shops that are still functioning. There's a small crowd out this morning. However, looking down into the bay, there are now actually 3 docks. It seems that they've added 2 new docks to the interior of the bay. You can see at least 1 ship of the line at dock, and that's when you notice for the first time that the local Crown's Guard are now firmly in control of Holyhead. It does not quite seem to be the haven of what the gentleman once used it for. Perhaps it's still being used as a smuggler's point, but there's a lot of Crown's Guard and kind of government influence here now post the battle with Suleiman and the near collapse of the Clovis Conclave. So they don't seem to be set on allowing that to happen again. But no sign of anyone else, just on the outskirts of the town. What would you guys like to do?
Did Teal say in her letters where I was supposed to meet her? I forget.
The Crooked Cat. She had said
Okay.
that it would be a familiar place and she would be there.
So let's go.
All right. While keeping a close eye on our surroundings.
Okay. Give me a
Let's make
perception
our
check,
way.
Fire.
Just fire.
Perception.
She asked. She wanted to keep a
Okie
close look on the surroundings.
Okie dokie.
Some of us are
Which
too
dice?
love
Some
smitten
of
to worry
them-
about looking around.
Some of my dice have been trying to kill me. Dirty
Dirty what? They're just dirty?
Dirty 20.
Dirty
Yeah,
20.
it's a dirty 20.
I mean, looking around, it's kind of the normal crowd of just like fishing folk and kind of like day workers and people that just do normal activities in a very small town. You pass by the Dwarven Steelworks. There's Vinograd's Depot, Byfar's Furs, all the same shops stare here. Although that one missing piece of, like, there's a one little open piece of property in between 2 of the shops where you remember Merla's magical gems, jewels, and jade used to be before you guys basically spent enough money to allow her to retire. So for the most part, I think it seems okay, normal. You guys approach the Crooked Cat, all of you going inside to the Crooked Cat as well.
I want to go shopping more, but we're going to the Crooked Cat first.
Let's figure out what's going on first. In fact, I'm debating whether or not I should disguise myself, because it seems everyone wants to kill me for some reason.
You should, and you have a ring that does that.
We're on a mission, and
Someone's
she
hungry.
wants to shop.
Can
And considering her last purchase, flies that eat rotted meat. Oh, she's just a joy to be around.
I'm going to
Hint: she smells like rotted meat. And she's a
I'm
trash
like-
digger
I
now.
do not. I do not smell like rotted meat.
There's like a
Trash digger.
trail of like town cats like following her towards the Crooked Cat Inn.
So the Teal's a tiefling, right?
Yep. Your girlfriend's a
color?
tiefling.
What color?
She's a mottled blue and gray.
Okay. I'm going to turn myself into a tiefling that looks similar so that as I
Okay.
walk in,
You should look like Veltish.
then she
Okay.
really won't know me. I'm trying to make sure that she at least
Well, she knows Veltish does it. Did they?
she
Maybe
doesn't
not.
know about this.
In passing, barely in passing. But I don't think
Yeah.
she's physically seen her. I think she was mentioned via like a messaging between Samara and Atil.
Fair enough.
I just don't
Um,
trust what's going on because I feel like somebody's going to be in there that's going to try and kill me.
Fair point. As all of you come into the Crooked Cat Inn, you can see the familiar Erhard Whitney behind the counter, the drow, that was part of being the guide up towards the old Mad Mage's dwelling that's now gone missing. There are some other folks here that don't look familiar. There's Bestrald, he's there as well. And then, of course, just sitting there at the bar talking to Bestrald, you see a familiar tiefling. She looks over her shoulder as the door opens to see Fire, Tobias, Dyson, and Mara come in. She gets a big smile on her face and then just covers a laugh as she recognizes, and as she casually walks over, who's this? It's almost like I'm looking in a mirror.
Like it?
Hello, Samara. How are you doing?
Good. We've had a lot of run-ins with people recognizing me, so I thought that this would probably be best.
Yes, I have some connections in the dash. That was quite the mess that you and your friends left there. I'm sure there was good reason for that.
There was, yes.
What are you talking about?
And then the mess that was left in Trust and Vault. I'm sure there was a good reason for that as well.
What?
To be fair, our
I don't know what you're talking
messes
about.
have been trying to figure out this situation with the. Maybe we shouldn't talk here. Should we find a private
Well,
spot?
she leans in and gives you a quick kiss on the cheek, and then she pulls out a writing quill. Sometimes you can do a lot more with this than that. And she like points at your arm. She goes, "We are perfectly safe here. Bestrald can be trusted. This is an okay place. Please come sit down. I'm sure you no longer use those feet anyways. It seems that you and your friends zap wherever you go anyways. So
It has been much faster.
yes, it is far more convenient, is it not?"
So I got your letter.
Yes.
You stated that I had to be here as soon as possible. What happened?
Well, strangest thing. So I received a message from Mara's betrothed, her husband, Albin. How is old Albin, anyways? Is he still sane, or?
Burping babies.
Oh well, that will make you crazy in a quick hurry for sure.
I think it has.
I'd received a message from Albin some 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he had asked me and my friends to make some further inquiries in regards to the previous location of that the house that had gone missing, and then to aid those that were supposed to be here, and spend some time excavating and trying to garner more information from the site, and then report all that information back. Well, we seem to have a problem. They have all gone missing.
The people?
Yes, there's a team of about 18 people up on the old site where the house used to be. And I was up there 2 days ago. I'd sent the message yesterday afternoon. So yes, 2 days ago. And there was just an abandoned campsite. Nobody else. Nothing.
But their stuff
could
was
not-
all there.
The stuff was there. A kettle of water was boiling. A muffin was half eaten. It looked like they had woken up to do their morning preparations, and then it was just simply gone. And I said to myself, not only is this a good reason to finally see my wonderful friend Samara again, but I plain just don't fucking understand it, and it's quite creepy. And you guys are pretty good at these things.
Well, we had our suspicions about that house to begin with.
Well, when a house goes missing, you can call your suspicions confirmed. I think the nature of the excavation was more to determine why just the house and if anything else was involved.
Mm-hmm.
But no sign of any of the folk. There were, I believe, a couple expositors there with some Cobalt Soul individuals. There was a small contingent of academians from Nicodranus and the Heroes Hall. And then I believe they had called in some clergy from Vasselheim to do some study as well. I don't really remember all the names because I only checked in on them once in a while. I didn't feel obligated to watch over them, but at the very least feel like this is not good news that they've gone missing. It's a large group of people.
We can definitely look into it. But before we do, we've been tangled up with this Order of the Aspect. Do you know anything about them or have heard anything about them?
Well, the name is not familiar to me at all. Where did you run into them? What do they do?
They're really shady. We're having issues with them shipping out different types of stones. We think that they're causing issues with sorry, I'm looking at my notes. That these stones are possibly being turned into constructs. We don't know what's going on with them, but they're being really shady and weird. Hence all of the destruction that's been following us. They've also been actively hunting me.
Oh. Possibly one's high office now makes them a good target?
We're not sure.
Well, I can tell you this much. If they keep you under control and keep you under lock and key, that would hold much sway over your mother, don't you think?
That was my original thought.
Interesting. I don't know much about this Order of the Aspect. I can certainly put out feelers to see if Bertrand and the others have heard of them, but we're so far from the center of the city. It's the center
Unlikely.
of society for the most part. We're on the very outskirts of it, so not many of the... I mean, we see travelers come up and down the main roads, but for the most part, we still pretty much keep to ourselves.
It's a real shithole here.
The Crown's... Yes, Tobias, it's a real shithole, and we like it that way. Sure, the Crown's got it here in some number and fashion, but they care more about the pirates rebuilding themselves more than anything else.
Oh, that ain't
And
gonna
with
happen
the-
for a while.
And with the gentlemen in the Myriad now more in the Morrow Valley, there's not much illicit coin in this area much now. But I
I
do
spoke with
miss
the
it.
gentleman, but he didn't have much more to say about them either.
No, he is too busy being in love and building his new bar to...
Who's
Okay.
his girl? He wouldn't tell us.
This gorgeous little young tiefling woman. I believe she's a singer in Nicodranus.
All right.
I don't know her name. I just know of her. He's been in Nicodranus on occasion, but for the most part, he keeps to himself in the Morrow. She goes out and sees him as well.
Hmm.
Must be something about them tieflings. Everybody's got one.
Tobias, it's good to see you haven't changed. You're
Yeah,
still
it's
a
good to see you
very,
too.
you're still a very fun asshole, and I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for the compliment.
Although I would like to, I do ponder the question about Tyson.
Well, what about him?
I'm still not used to him being a tiefling. That's very strange.
It's
Well, it
awesome.
seems
He's
as
got
soon as we
horns
get
and
used to
everything.
something, he turns into something else.
Oh, what do you think he'll be this time?
A mouse folk?
I've always wanted that. We could be true brothers.
That would be truly ironic if that had happened, but it's not. Well, anyways, could you and yours join me out at the excavation site and
Yes, let's go.
figure out what maybe had happened to them? I mean, did you and yours, Mara, any reports from your organization that they were called back for any reason that you know of?
Do I know anything?
You don't remember Alvin ever saying anything about Hollyhead at all. And if he
Why
was
would
doing
they be
anything
called
up
away
here,
like in the middle of what they were doing in the morning? That's weird.
there's lots of weird things to definitely think about, but yes, that was weird for sure.
Yeah. I don't know much. I've been mostly out of it.
How are your babies
Mental
doing,
that
by
to
the
you.
way?
Getting big.
Good. What age are they supposed to be when they take the ceremony? Do you know?
I don't. My mother-in-law would probably know more.
Interesting.
So-
And how is your mother
and
doing?
She's doing well. Yeah, the
Good,
Golden
good.
Needle's thriving as always.
Oh, and the garments that she sends up here for me and mine. I mean, Bertrand over there is wearing one of the new waistcoats. Quite nice. Your mother has a skill, and the people she hires, great skill as well.
Yes.
Oh,
How
good.
old
Well,
are the babies now?
3 months, I think. I think around 3
3
months.
Perfect time
And
to start
they're-
land venturing.
their growth cycle is very different from other humanoid creatures. A 3-month-old to the lineage that they're attached to is the equivalent of a 1-year-old at this point. And they grow exponentially faster till they hit maturity age, and then they normalize. So in 5 years, they'll be 18.
Jesus.
So maybe by the time we're done with this game, we'll be adults.
They'll start their own adventuring party. Their new.
I hate you, Mom! They'll go through the rebellious stage like in a month.
Well, to get the good origin story, I'm gonna have to die tragically. So
You're not the boss of me. Yeah.
No, they just have a fight, or you guys just have a fight and kick them out.
no, okay.
They like transform into shit and like run through the house and like destroy stuff where they're fighting.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Well, shall we head out to go and look at the site?
Okay.
After you.
So she leads you out of the Crooked Cat, gives her farewell to Bertrand and some of the others that are there, and the 6 of you follow a very familiar trail out to a very familiar hillside, and looking down into the valleyed area that this house used to sit in, you can see about a dozen tents are set up. They're set up around a purposely roped off perimeter of maybe where the house foundation used to be. You could see the telltale signs of a now like where there might have been a fire, like a campfire. You could see like walking down into the campsite. It literally looks like, even though the food's old, it's been a couple days since that morning. It just looks like a very well curated campsite with just lots of equipment and tools and pin-up boards of maps and kind of symbols and illustrations of the immediate area. And you can tell they've been taking measurements of the area, and they've got these sophisticated roping staked off system around where they believe the foundation of the house was. You can see where all the soil's been meticulously kind of put to the side, and you can see where they're trying to find some kind of remnant or understanding of what was here. And Atil just looks around and see what I mean. They should be here. It's been almost 2 days now since they've gone missing.
May I reach down to touch the earth, and I want to commune with nature, and I want to ask the earth, like, give it the vibe of like, how did the creatures that were here disappear? Did they just like disappear into thin air? Were they dragged off? Like, what kind of happened?
The response you get from the immediate kind of like flora of the area and this kind of first you get this cold breeze across your shoulders, which is more of a ominous feeling. And then you get like a warm breeze of confusion, like there's no awareness that they had come and gone, a sense of they just don't know. The natural environment is just feeling very disconnected.
So they never felt like they were even there, like ever.
It's hard to understand the feeling that you're getting right now. It's a mix of confusion and almost as if they just were never here to begin with.
I'm gonna do a search of the
I was
area.
gonna say we gotta Scooby-Doo this. Let's go.
Velma, you come with me. I mean, Sam, you come with me.
Let me see if I have any Scooby-Doo skills.
Be Scooby. Tyson can
So either survival or investigation. It's up to you guys.
Let me see
I would
what
like
got.
to Scooby-Doo some skills.
Okay.
I think I'm going with survival.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with survival.
be survival.
Oh, what did I get with the wild mother thing? I got like bonuses to shit. Hold on.
Could
I'm gonna do investigation.
Would history
I got
help
18.
all?
Maybe. Do a history check.
Ah,
30.
history
I got a
checks,
34 investigation.
Okay.
Jesus.
I know, right?
You
I'm
got
gonna
a
investigate.
not natural 20
That's
history.
terrible. 8 and 7 is 15. So that's what I got for
Okay.
survival.
Fire
18.
for
For
survival.
survival.
Or for survival. Thyson, anything you want to do?
I mean, I'm just gonna check for magic.
Give me an Arcana check then.
That is a 28.
28. So, Tobias, as you kind of search around the camp, kind of search around the area, it's the lack of, like, no footprints, no obvious footfalls or trails, which is weird because your more cunning side of your mind is like, this feels like somebody covered this up. This feels like something happened and this was put back in place. Because there should be footprints. There should be some telltale sign. To you, Tobias, this feels like somebody went to a lot of effort to make it look like they disappeared.
Okay.
Samara, as you scan the perimeter of the excavation site itself, taking a more heated interest in that. Sure, it looks well cordoned off and looks very well manicured. There's no real sign of work. It doesn't look like anybody's worked in it. It's like it's just cleaned up. And you're not sure if that seems normal. I mean, you would expect to see markers or some semblance of proof that they were even working in the pit or in the foundation remnants, and it just seems strange.
I'm gonna bring my magic goggles up and see if I can detect any lingering magic in the area.
Okay. As you bring your goggles up and you're looking around and kind of seeing with Samara and Tobias and eventually even Mara kind of, historically, Mara, this doesn't make sense. If there were two expositors here and they were actually curating the space as an excavation site, there should be a lot of meticulous markings and activity, and none of that is here. Fire, as soon as you bring up the goggles, and Thyson, as soon as you kind of focus in on the area, Fire, for you, the entire area becomes lit up with a magical sense. And for Thyson, you begin to recognize little wards that are etched into very subtle areas of the camp. Like one of the tent poles has a weird kind of glyph and ward on it. underneath the table edge, you find a glyph or ward, and these glyphs of displacement pinged your magical sense, Thyson, and Fire, your goggles. You begin to realize that these glyphs that are littered all about the campsite are just finely etched into the surfaces of a stool, a table, a tent pole.
Can we take 10 minutes and dispel them individually, you guys? I tell Thyson and the group.
Well, I'd say with
That would be a great
Thyson's,
idea.
and I think Thyson, with your Arcana check,
Mhm.
there's a pattern and an order to these things. And they could be dangerous to dispel.
Does the pattern or order tell us anything?
Give me an insight check, as you kind of all now understand what's going on in the site a little bit.
Many of us insight. I want an insight.
I did not
Can I
do good.
insight?
You should,
Sure.
because I did not do
What?
good.
I'm not insightful, I don't think.
I got a
I got a
7.
21.
Not insightful.
21.
Insight.
I am rolling like crap.
I
Same.
got a 16.
Got a 9, I'm not insightful.
I got a 16.
Fire, with your Arcana knowledge that you do have,
Mhm.
one of these glyphs is the anchor.
Is the
And
what?
if is the anchor to all the other glyphs. It's like tied into a main glyph. If you find that one, maybe you and Thyson can figure out something from it. But whoever put
Okay.
these in here was well crafted, well versed, and these are not minor glyphs by any stretch of the imagination.
So I want to put my head together with Thyson and find out which one's the anchor glyph.
So you can either each give me an Arcana check, or one of you can have it with advantage.
I would rather give him advantage. My Arcana is +1.
Okay.
I'm pretty
Well-
sure his is higher.
Yeah. So Thyson,
Plus
give me
90.
Thyson,
Yeah.
give me an Arcana check.
It's probably +30.
I'm rolling for you. Ooh, yeah, that's a 29.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 30.
Nice. With Teal in the background, she's like, "See, I knew calling you was a good idea. It makes sense. You guys are so skilled at this." And she's just standing on the edge of the perimeter of camp and kind of watching you guys. And eventually, Fire and Thyson, you move furniture aside, and you move, and that's when you're drawn to the cordoned off rope around the base of where the foundation, where the house used to be. And on the very first post in the ground with the rope cordoning everything off is what you believe to be the main glyph. And it's larger than the other ones, and it's well formed, and it's imbued with a series of magical properties that are a little unfamiliar to you. But overall, it's an anchored glyph displacement. And with that Arcana roll, Thyson, you would know that if this glyph is triggered, it would displace anybody attempting to interact with the glyph.
Spell it or not.
Displace? It would displace them? Like,
It would randomly
vanish?
send you somewhere, and you may not come back.
ooh.
Don't
Maybe
touch.
we should have like a homunculus or something try and deal with it, just in case.
Baba Booey.
Just saying.
It is your time.
Got it.
Wait, did you name your homunculus Baba Booey?
It's a pretty good one.
Because he'll do anything.
Hey, Mikey.
He just wants to belong.
I mean, that's why you made him, right? For things like this.
Like just in case things.
I
Yeah.
imagine
don't
his
go
homunculus
well.
is like an adipose, just this kind of like blob of just
A little thing
yeah.
wobbling up.
The only creepy thing about that is he calls Sebastian adipose.
Hmm.
He's a chubby little guy.
So, he says, I imagine it's like this little adipose. And I'm like, great. So the homunculus looks like my baby. That's lovely.
Oh, don't be so sad.
So are we trying to displace this thing or no?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
Dispel. I'm trying to dispel.
Yeah,
Oh, can
I'm gonna-
where's that? What's a thing that gives you? Would guidance work? Would
Yeah, it
guidance
wouldn't
help
hurt.
with that roll? Guidance, that would help with that roll, right?
Sure, give it to the boy.
If
You're
Can we
multiple,
can we bardic inspiration him?
he's not there.
Inspire
She's not there.
him? Oh, she-
Remember,
No,
Asborn is off solving a problem with our staff.
that's right.
Yeah.
Does
Really?
guidance stack if multiple people cast guidance?
I don't think so.
Boo.
No, does not.
Okay,
So
it's
I
a
can't help.
D4 for an ability check. Does that count as
Correct.
an ability check?
What?
Casting a dispel magic on
Dispel.
it.
Casting the dispel.
magic on the thing.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Okay, so I'm going to have Ember cast guidance on you. Oh, on your homunculus.
Homunculus. Yeah,
Yes,
a monkey. That's a little derogatory.
your homunky.
The great homunculus.
All right, he's gonna
Just
cast
go away.
9th level dispel magic on the big rune.
Leave the
Okay.
oil.
That's
And as he
high.
does, the glyph fades and it uncoils and undoes itself. And as it does, you can see little arcane trails lead back to where all the other ones are, and the entire illusion drops. And as the illusion drops, you're standing among the corpses of the entire excavation team.
Gross.
Oh, am I standing in one?
We found them.
Oh,
The nice,
good, we can
neat
feed your
campsite
flies.
is tattered. The tents have been burnt. Boxes and crates strewn all about. The corpses of the expositors dragged into a pile and stripped of clothing and items of possession and anything they might have had. All the other corpses are in displaced array of almost like something came through here, took out the site, and then meticulously hid it.
This is
Does
not pleasant.
Do the bodies
Speak with Dad.
look?
Yeah, we need to speak with Dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say first off, do the bodies look like they're preserved enough that we could speak with dead, and is there still blood in them?
Give me a medicine check.
Could it be a survival check instead?
Nope.
No.
Give me a medicine
I
check.
can do a medicine. I can do a medicine check if Sam's asking.
Oh, actually, I'm good at those. Yeah, no, am I? Yes, I'm good at those.
2
Not
years
good
later,
enough,
folks. 2 years later. What'd you get?
I got a 13. So not
One of the
good enough.
first forms you come across, it looks like their hands were tied behind their back. It looks like they were killed by blunt trauma to the head. And it looks like maybe they've only been dead for 3 or 4 days. There's a definite smell of the sweet smell of stench and rot of people that have been, affected by whatever happened to them. But none of this looks like the traditional kind of recent encounters that you've had. And in fact, for all of you, this just looks like a plain old kind of raid that took place. Somebody came in here, killed everybody, and tried to cover up their tracks. Sophisticatedly, they tried to cover up their tracks. But obviously not powerful enough to beat out Thyson's ability to undo the glyph. In fact, Thyson, when you kind of like undo that glyph, you get the feeling that this effort was very clever, but not very skilled.
Is there any
Y'all, it
logbooks
looks like
or
a
anything?
raid.
Tobias, give me perception. What'd you say, Samara?
I just said I was telling him it looks like a raid.
Okay. Thyson, did you say something?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
25.
Scanning around the site, anything of value looks like it's been purposely taken. You can see knapsacks and other kind of like storage containers have been turned outward and things have clearly been taken from them. All the food stores are gone. It just looks like they've been raided.
I want to look for the goggles. Look for anything still magical.
Okay.
Is there? Can we
give me
tell which
perception
body
with
is the
advantage.
expositor?
You get the feeling that the two that are piled up on their own off to the side, they look like maybe they were the last ones to go out. And they were very
They're probably the ones we should talk to.
They were very purposely kind of like set off to the side.
22.
Fire, can you talk to
22?
Dead?
Do I have it prepared?
So Tobias, for you, it's the lack of valuables. Whoever was here took anything that looked valuable.
In the pit or where the house used to be, is there any rock? Does the rock in this area look like the rocks we were dealing with?
Oh my God, is my son giggling?
Yeah.
Then don't worry about it.
What is it?
I
say
don't have
something
Speak
funny?
with Dead prepared, but we can
No,
take
he
the
was
bodies and we
probably
can talk to
reading
them
something
tomorrow.
else.
Oh.
So, Tobias, as you linger around where the old foundation of the house was, you're kind of looking at it, and now that the warded glyph has been kind of shattered, the entire space of the foundation has been marked off. And not only has it been marked off, but in the very center of the foundation is a purposely built pit that looks like it goes straight down.
That's not
Got
good.
it.
I'll go check it out. I want to see.
Yeah,
I'll walk over there with him.
So, Mara, you and Tobias walk over to where the pit is and kind of peer down into it. Give me perception checks. What are the rest of you doing?
Is there anything
Peering over
magic?
the edge.
No, in fact, there's no
Excuse me.
There's no magical kind of essence or anything around you at all.
16.
I just wanted to see if they'd missed anything.
30.
So,
got a 30.
Tobias and Mara, as you're over near the edge, Mara, the first thing that hits you is a smell, like a
Ugh.
sulfur smell. And Tobias, you peer over and a little bit deeper down, and you can see what looks to be an open stone well that's been exposed about 40 feet down. And you could smell a strange kind of sulfur smell as well.
While they're doing that, I want to look for clues as to, if they missed anything, clues as to who potentially could have done this?
You can give me an investigation check while they're doing that.
Ugh, why not?
Which
Perception,
races?
investigation?
No,
Terrible.
not races. Which classes can get Speak with Dead? Would Teal be able to have Speak with Dead?
Oh, hi. Is
Cleric,
she a bard?
bard. She's a bard. She might have
She's
it.
It's a
bard.
spell.
That's why I was going to ask. No, I know it's a spell. That's why I just didn't know if bards would be able to get it. So I would ask her, like, hey, are you able to Speak with Dead?
And as you approach her on the perimeter of the camp, she's kind of talking, kind of like whispering for a moment, and you kind of catch her mid sending of a message to somebody about the condition of the site. And then she sees you come over and she just holds a finger up for a second, and then she finishes the message and she goes, this is not good. I sent a message out to Bertrand to get this message out as quickly as possible. Who would have the skill to do such things?
We're not sure. We're still looking around, but I was wondering if you have Speak with Dead, if you had learned that spell in your travels.
Oh, yes,
because
I know that spell very well. There's a local temple sometimes that I work with when things need to be resolved. I could do that. Do you have a candidate for such a spell?
I figured the two off to the side look like those are probably the expositors. And they look
Well,
like
I'd
they were
only
the ones
be able to affect one of them. I cannot.
No, that's
do
fine.
those.
That's fine, but
Yes.
I just figured they look like they were killed last, so they probably saw what happened before they were killed.
Please lead us away. Let's see what we can accomplish. What is Mara and Tobias doing?
They're
Over
checking out. There's a pit down there, and they're checking it out. I don't want to go in there.
Interesting. Very well. Take me to the prospect, and then you lead a teal over to where you think the expositors might be. Fire, what'd you get for your investigation?
15.
15. Once again, even with the illusion dropped, it's the lack of tracks that has you perplexed. Where are all the tracks? Even like you can even see the tracks of where people were clearly running and struggling, but those tracks are all matchable. They're all like, okay, that makes sense. It was these people versus these corpses over here, and this all makes sense. But where is it that did this? It's like, where did they go? It's confusing.
Do I see the bottom of the well?
I'm going to share that with everyone.
Okay. Looking
The
down
ground.
over the edge, Tobias, it's just inky black down. Like you could see, kind of like you get the feeling that maybe they were digging and digging, and they came across this well and then kept digging and digging
Bless
and
you.
digging down into it. It's like neatly manicured and set up. You can even see they have a little scaffolding in the corner like that goes down towards where there's like a bucket and a shovel, and there's like a couple of hammers on one of the scaffolding planks, and they were clearly down there working on it.
I want to go down and look.
Okay, this is not a sophisticated climb for you, so you kind of quickly scamper down the scaffolding and land on the planking. And that's when you notice it, because I know your passive perception would be high enough for this. There's a very long claw mark along one of the planks that you're standing on. And then you look, and there's another one kind of at an angle on another plank. And you begin to wonder if maybe something crawled out of here.
I would have, as soon as he went down, I would have pulled out my rapier and like, I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay, I go back up.
If I see him go down, I would, jump down the hole. I would wander over there because, I gotta make sure I got his.
Well,
back.
I come back up pretty quick.
Yeah, you just watch his Tobias come scampering out, kind of big-eyed.
What'd you see?
There's scratch marks on the scaffolding. Looks like something crawled its way out of there. So
Scratch mark, like what kind of scratch marks? How big were they? Like your size?
don't like
Her
no,
size?
like monster size things that rip you apart kind of sized. How about that?
Okay. Fair enough.
No, it looked like a
Do
1,000
you want light down
kittens.
the hole?
It looks like 1,000 kittens scraped their way up the scaffolding.
Do you want light down the hole? Because I can make light down the hole.
This doesn't sound right.
I can make light down the hole.
I make light down hole.
Wait, have you shared this with everyone, or is it just? Or
I'm
Teal
telling
and
you
I still
guys.
going to talk?
Well, I'm
And
telling whoever's around the pit.
Okay.
We need to keep an eye on this pit.
So something crawled out of there and attacked all of these people.
Did it go back in? Is it still in there?
I don't know.
I don't think
Probably.
Tobias went down far enough.
I didn't see if there was like returning claw marks.
So is there like a cave that's like its home? Is it like just keep going down?
I did only went down like 10 feet of the 1,000 feet.
Not a lot of.
I don't know.
You're riding us.
A lot of
I
what
guess I
ifs
could
there.
fling myself down there and just at the and then cast like a feather fall and fall down the rest of the way.
Anyone have like a flying spell? Dyson,
We've
can
got
you make any of us
flying
fly?
creatures.
Why are we climbing?
I have a ring of feather fall.
But that won't
But how
get
are
you
you going to
back
get
up.
back up?
But that won't get you back up.
Yeah, but you'll figure that out. I have
Really?
belief in Thyson
we-
and his abilities.
No, We don't know how deep that goes.
No, you don't.
Let's drop a rock and see if we can hear it hit the bottom.
Oh my god, that's what I was gonna think, and I thought it was a stupid idea.
Can I find a
I've
rock?
got. Wait, hold on.
The whole rock down. I've seen that happen. And you know what comes out? Something that you dropped a rock on its head. And it's pissed off.
Yeah, but it took like 5 damage from falling rocks.
Okay.
That's starting out in our favor. Can I find a rock?
Absolutely. I mean,
You
looking
know,
around, there's plenty of rocks from the excavation, so that shouldn't
Let's
be a problem.
stir the
at all.
pot here.
I could conjure an elemental and send it down there.
Dude, we could send fire.
Oh, see, that's
or ember
smart.
fire
Ah,
out.
see,
It's not
I
a
vote
pretty high
Sam.
spell. Hold on, though. It's not a
Mara,
pretty
I
high-
think you're a little bit out of practice. Sorry,
Wait,
but
what?
the kids have affected your mind.
I mean, you're not wrong. Isn't that a high level spell?
No.
What?
I
Drop
can-
rock down the hole spell?
Oh, elemental.
Oh, the elemental
Conjure
spell.
elemental.
Guys,
I can do
guys,
that with a
guys.
5th level.
I'm gonna send Ember down there. She's got.
Oh,
dark
there you
vision.
go. Send your pet.
Okay, but
I
what
mean,
if
your
she
familiar
be
down there.
forewarned she might die? We don't know what's down
That-
there.
She might.
I went
yes.
down there. You guys didn't
I'm
even
gonna hold on to you, and I'm going to watch through
Blink.
her eyeballs.
Okay.
that little.
So I
Wait.
send
Before we
Ember-
do this, did we talk to the dead person? I feel
No.
like we should talk to them first because they could give us an idea of what's down there.
Yeah. Let's
Sure.
do that
Well,
first.
what are we? Don't we have only a finite amount of questions? What are we going to ask them?
What killed you? What happened?
They might not have seen what killed them, so let's not make it like, because they might say, "I don't know."
Fine. Then they don't know, but at least we asked.
Well,
Okay.
so how many questions
I mean-
did they get with Talk with Dead?
I believe it's 3 or 5.
It's either 3 or
First
5.
question is, can I ask you a question? Oh, that was your first question. Whoops.
So I think it should be what killed you and harmed this site. If they say I don't know,
That's not a
what
question.
came out of that's not a question. It's a question.
two
What killed
questions.
you? What's a
It's
question
2
mark?
questions.
You
You're trying to
said
sneak in a question on them.
So what killed you? If they don't know, I guess what caused all of this? And then third
Five
question.
What did they find
It's
here?
5.
Oh, there's 5 questions. Okay, so what did they find
5.
here? What's in the hole? What's in the box?
What are you doing?
What's in the box?
Question 5. Someone help. What else should we ask?
Well, why don't we
what's
start
down
off
the hole?
with the?
Did you already have
let's-
what's down the hole?
Let's wake them
Yeah.
up, and then we'll start asking the questions. Because depending on how they answer, that might pose another question.
How about we say what happened here?
What's
I
your
mean, the rest
name?
of us can talk.
What's your sign?
It's only going to listen to the questions that Atil asks.
Right,
That's
so
what I'm
we
saying,
can
we
we
come up with it
can
now.
negotiate our questions as we go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what happened here is our first question. All right, Atil, you ready?
Of course, it might just say we all died.
I suppose, but you are very correct that you must be very specific in the question. So give me a moment, and you watch as she she kind of begins to concentrate. She looks at one of the 2 kind of dead corpses near her, and does it matter which one I pick?
I don't think so. I don't
Very
know
well.
them personally, so I don't know which one.
I can honestly say I don't remember them either. I never had the opportunity. So
Choose
I
the
just
one that
check-
it looks like it died the last.
Or the
this
one
is a
that's
good
older?
point.
Are we able
She
to tell
like
which one that
checks
is?
both forms, and she
And also
gently,
not instantaneous.
she kind of like reverently lays them apart and kind of wraps them up in, like, she grabs a couple tarpaulins and wraps them up and kind of gives a little bit of respect to it. And
Oh,
she
man.
focuses on one that looks like maybe compared to the other one might have made it to the end compared to most of the other forms and corpses in this area. And Atil finishes, and she stands back and hands crossed. You there, dead. Speak with us if you would, please. And you watch as the eyes roll open, the mouth takes in a huge intake of breath. Ask your questions.
Oh man.
Oh, this one is very abiding.
Obliging.
Abiding. I think her soul is willing to say much. Often they do not say anything, they run, but this one must have known true pain and suffering to want to speak with us.
I mean, do we want to bring him back when we get home? Because, like, I'm pretty sure I can.
Well, we'll think about that later. Right now, let's ask the questions.
Okay.
Start with what killed you?
Happened here?
What attacked
What
you?
killed you, or how did everyone die? No.
Yeah. How did
Yeah,
everyone
What
how
killed
did
everyone? What
What?
killed everyone? Here, maybe.
What
What attacked the camp?
What attacked you?
What attacked? Yeah. What about what attacked the camp?
What attacked you? I've never seen it before.
Oh my god! I knew he was going to do something like that.
A creature of claw, shell, and sulfur. I have no description for it.
Claw shell
and
sulfur?
sulfur.
Didn't the terror engines smell like sulfur? No?
I don't think so.
Shit, my computer's about to die. Let me go get my charger. Sorry, keep going.
What did you find here?
We found the well.
The well.
Well, that would explain that pit over there.
What was in the well?
Probably a creature of claw, shell, and sulfur.
She knows me too well.
What were they looking for? Like, what was their purpose here?
They were looking for clues on to where the magic mansion went.
Did they find them?
Well, that we could ask. Did they find any
Leads? Any
what were their findings here? Maybe?
about the magic mountain?
Where's the magic? Where's the house?
Well, no, because they could just answer, I don't know.
Okay.
Speak with Dead's a tricky spell.
Yeah, I've done a lot of speak with Dead. I mean, yeah.
Did you learn
Especially-
anything about the location of the house?
Or what were their findings here? Because that's can be, any of their findings, not just findings on the house.
Okay.
Of course, it could just say their findings are the creature of claw, shell, and sulfur.
Sure.
Because we don't want to say, did you find anything? And then their answer could just be yes.
Right.
Not,
Well, my understanding of the spell is as long as you keep it to a linear understanding of the question in concern. So perhaps, did you find any evidence related to the missing house?
There you go.
but they could still just say
Cool.
yes.
Perfect.
That's possible. They could just say yes. That's a good
What
Unless you
evidence?
said, what evidence did you find
What
of the
evidence
missing
did you
house?
find?
That's okay. What evidence did you find here in regards to the house? We do not believe the house was ever really here. We think that the pit has more to offer until we were destroyed.
The pit has more to offer. Is that what she said? He
Mhm.
said. It said.
We're going to have to go down in that pit.
Cool. Let's do it. Ready.
Oh, we have more questions.
There are 2 more. So you have 2 more left. What else can we ask this poor unfortunate soul? They seem very compliant, so
Who?
I do not believe that they are lying to us.
Who did the magics to like hide the camp? It wouldn't have been a creature of claw and shell.
Well, it could have been.
I
Do we know
believe that.
who? Do we know
I
who
believe
hired
that
these
whatever-
people?
Yes, they were hired by Mara's organization and the Cobalt
Okay.
Soul, and the other caretakers seeking more information in regards to what happened to the house, the building
Okay.
that was here.
Oh, jeez.
Did he
Well,
load up
maybe ask-
drawers?
Maybe ask what did they find at the bottom of the well?
Or what did they find in the well? Because they may not have gone to the bottom. Or because it could just be a claw, shell, and sulfur. What were their findings in the well?
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you guys think?
I think
Teal,
it's fine now.
what do you think?
What were your findings in the well? That works.
Because the pit. Because they think the pit has more to offer. So, what were their findings in the pit? Why do they think it has more to offer?
We had not finished excavating the pit before I was destroyed. So if we can also assume whoever lifted this place and kept it hidden came after the fact. So I do not believe asking them that question will do us any good.
Fair enough.
Someone knew they were going to find it.
Shulamon.
Shubman, Qualish, or Tierling?
Guess I'll have to go down to the bottom of the pit and find out what's down there.
I don't know what else I want to ask.
What else do we want to ask? One more question.
What's everybody's passive perception again, really quick?
17.
30?
Are you serious? That can't be right.
No, my passive perception is 20.
That's impressive.
I have a 23.
Jesus.
Wow.
I was doing pretty good
Holy
with 18.
crap. Dyson with 12.
That's what I do. That's what
So
I'm
we're
the best
reading
at.
a spell book.
Fire and Tobias, as everybody's fixated on this talking corpse, the 2 of you hear a guttural clicking and growling sound begin to
Oh, God.
emanate
Yep.
from the
Yep.
pit. And it sounds like something's pulling itself up and
Yep.
out
Cool.
of the pit.
Awesome.
As
And
all
that's where
of
we're going to end
you,
tonight. I'm just kidding.
as all of you turn to see this, you watch as this massive crab claw comes out. And then another one. And this creature begins to pull itself out of the pit.
Gross.
I need everybody to roll for initiative, please. You're lucky that you had two high passive perceptions.
Ooh. That's a good initiative.
That's a shitty initiative.
I never
That's
have
a
good initiative.
13. Considering how
you were
bad I
being
usually
sarcastic.
roll. No. Considering how bad I roll, I usually get 0. I got a 13.
I got a 7.
Put it in your
love
name.
it.
Oh, that's
Put
right.
it in your name.
Well, maybe that was my shitty roll for the night, and I'll just roll really well after that.
I got a
Let's
12.
hope for that.
I got a 12.
So I had said that I pulled my rapier out and I was holding it. Would I have been able to activate my right?
I would say that you guys weren't surprised, but you weren't quite ready immediately. So you'll have to resolve it during normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, not like
Oh,
that.
no. Oh,
sounds
nuts. But
hungry.
Yep, I'm gonna feed him again.
Oh, gosh, dang it.
Ooh.
Looks like crabs back on the menu.
Thought I put that on.
Oh,
Oh, that
man.
keeps changing on me. It's so weird. So what do we got? We got, those are some really shitty rolls.
Mhm.
Yeah. Across the board, garbage.
Wow, fire.
Wow.
You're asleep at the wheel.
Tyson coming in at the 14.
I can't believe I'm up on. Oh, I'm not. I'm not up
You're
on the
right
top.
in the middle, right?
I'm
where
in the
you
middle.
belong.
Normally, I'm
Wow.
where fire's at.
I rolled a 4.
I historically roll bad for initiative.
Yes, you do. Let me put Talil in there.
Oh, good.
Teal. Oh, that's not the one I wanted to use. I can use this one because
She's killed. Sam cradles her in her arms.
All right.
Don't you
Yeah, I rolled a
Don't
23.
take that into existence.
Okay, I guess
So-
it gets to go.
Was a
Yeah, it's
creature
gonna-
rolled a 23 or a teal rolled a 23?
The creature.
Oh,
A
damn.
teal rolled a
course it did.
15.
Okay.
She runs.
That's
See you back at
Well,
the end.
it's very good seeing you. Bye bye.
Yeah,
Sure, sure,
exactly. I don't blame her.
sure.
People that hang out with us don't last long.
This is fair. All right. So with that,
Drums of war.
the creature is going to go first,
Of course.
and it
Aw,
is
man.
going to charge directly into the group.
Well, I mean, does like crawling out of the hole take half its movement?
That
I
counts
Half
as
can
the
your-
50.
guarantee you that sometimes crawling in the hole takes half its movement.
Is this creature large or gargantuan? What size is it?
It's huge.
I don't
Consider
remember how to
huge.
play.
It's huge.
Laura.
As it comes clacking and charging into the group, it's going to take an attack on Thyson with one of its claws. That is a 29.
Miss. No,
Okay.
Thyson, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
29, does it hit?
Of course it hits. What are you fucking?
Well, I don't know with your build, but there was a time when I said 31 and you're like, no, misses.
Well, that was Alex.
Oh, was that Alex? Oh, that's right. You were playing his character. No, you're right. You're right. See, I'm traumatized. I'm traumatized by
Oh
high
man,
armor
why do we
class.
not have Alex? We need Alex.
Good.
That is going to be 21 points of force damage, or bludgeoning damage in this case. But give me a strength save, please.
It's a 5.
Okay. You are currently grappled. Oops. Where'd that go?
Ah,
Oh,
we win.
Whoa, that's
Hey, we
cool.
see down there. Hey, I see
I've never seen that bug before. That's really cool. That was interesting.
And
Huh.
where is it at?
Yeah,
It
I'm gonna
just
have to make a new one.
disappeared.
Give me one fucking minute. That was really
Fell
fucking
into
weird
oblivion.
and really fucking annoying.
That was quick combat. Okay, guys, we go ahead and loot the. Oh, it's not.
Nope, wrong
It's
one.
Still there. Huge size.
I feel like
Hey,
it's
that's
even bigger than
the
before.
last one. Wait a minute. It's bigger than the last one. Oh,
So Thyson, you are now grappled in its claw.
it's craw.
See, it's craw. Back at base. Tobias, you have an attack coming at you.
Ah,
That is a 27.
hit.
Give me a strike save, please.
See, a 15? 15?
15 will fail. You are now grappled
Great.
Jesus.
in its claw.
Stop getting grappled, people.
And how much damage do I take?
You take 17 points of bludgeoning damage. Fire, there are
Damn it.
2 attacks coming at you. That is a 25 and a 12.
One hits.
Okay. That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage. And let's see. It is going to use its Withering Stare as its bonus action. Samara, give me a charisma save, please.
And just what does the Withering Stare do?
Withers you.
What do you mean?
Probably gonna frighten you or charm
Is
you.
it frightening me?
No, it is not.
Oh, fine.
It's
You're
shrinking you. It's
doing-
withering you.
A charisma save?
Yes.
That's a 14.
14. You watch as all 8 of its eyes begin to glow and beam out this necrotic kind of like energy down into you. Take 30 points of necrotic damage.
Whoosh.
Well, fuck.
And then it is going to... Yep, that's where it's going to finish its turn. Thyson, you are up with Samara on deck. Sorry, no. Atil is up. Atil...
Come on, babe.
is-
Fuck him up.
Atil is going to place her hand on your shoulder, Samara, and heal you for 24 hit points.
Oh, bless you.
She is then going to bonus action cast Embolden. Yeah, she'll use Embolden. She's going to bonus action cast Embolden Spirit. So, Fire, you now have an extra 2d6 on any healing cast that you do. So she is now.
Ooh.
That's nice.
Okay, no, it's not concentration. That is invocation for her. And then she is going to inspire Thyson. So Thyson, you have a D12 inspiration die. As she looks up and goes, well, certainly you could do better than just hanging around up in a crab claw, couldn't you? So you are now have bardic inspiration. That will finish. She is actually, you know what? She's gonna take a Jerry pill and move back to the tree right there. All right. Bryson, you are up with Samara on deck. Oh, Thyson.
All right. I'm here. You can give me 2 seconds. That was like 2 seconds.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000 more.
All right, I'm gonna try and strength save out with my extra 1d12.
So you use your action to break out.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a athletics check. Or technically athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
Acrobatics.
Okay.
21.
1. That is a dirty 20 for me. You managed to free yourself and you drop to the ground. Give me a deck save.
As a 19.
19. You managed to stay on your feet. You only take 2 points of falling damage. You still have your move and your bonus action.
I'm going to run as far as I can with my homunculus.
Which way?
Opposite
Go back.
direction.
So
Yeah,
back
like
here
over
where
there,
it's
yeah.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Put you over by the tree right there.
And my homunculus is going to cast Crown of Stars on himself. And
Nice.
and then he's going to fire with it as the bonus action.
Okay.
That is a 21 to hit.
21 will just hit.
Okay. And it will take 26 force damage.
Nice. You guys watch as the homunculus lashes an arcane bolt, strikes the huge creature. Bits of its like chitinous-like form kind of flail off of it. It barely even notices the scratch. It just takes it, just holding Tobias in one claw, and then its eyes kind of flickering and pulsing the whole time. Anything else you'd like to do, Thyson?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Samara, you are up with Tobias on deck.
So, question. In my time with the Luxodons, would I have seen a mammoth ever?
I would say that's, well,
It's a type of elephant. That's why I'm like,
I mean, figuratively speaking, you've never really seen one.
I've never seen one, so I could not wild shape into one.
No.
Okay. That being said, I have one further question. I did that tattooing on my fingernails to turn
Yes.
into claws. Do I have to cast anything for that to happen, or when I wild shape, will it just happen?
When you wild shape, it happens automatically with your
And
wild shape.
And it's basically like a primal savagery, like it would give an additional whatever.
Correct.
Okay. So, let me first, and so turning wild shape is going to be my action, but I'm going to
Okay.
send Pepper for my spell
Okay.
because that way I'm not doing both. I'm going to send Pepper with a, what am I thinking of? A release person. Brain is not working.
Freedom of movement.
Thank you. Freedom of movement. Yes.
Release person.
Let him go.
I had no idea what you were going for.
This is what happens. Okay, so freedom of movement on Tobias so that it drops him. So Pepper
Oh,
can
that's
go.
right. And you said Pepper's casting that?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I'm gonna wild shape.
And what are you
In
wild
just a
shaping
second.
into?
I'm trying to choose. It's very difficult. I mean, I thought so. My question then is, since it's on my claws, if I turn into an elephant, would it go in my tusks or no? That's the
No,
tough
I
part.
mean, you just displace in the area. It's not like coming into existence is good. You know, it just displaces the area is all it does.
So it'll still be part of me if I do it.
Yeah.
Okay, then I would like to turn into an elephant with my little primal savagery tusks happening.
Good Lord.
And primal
I
savagery, at least my primal savagery, is 4d10 acid damage.
Holy shit.
And
Is
that's
that
what's
what I get?
equivalent. Yep, that's what you get. Same thing.
4d10. I like that.
We will
That makes
use
me happy.
this little guy for the elephants. I don't have one yet. I got to look
Oh,
into
womp
seeing
womp.
how I can get
Whoa.
That's
beasts
large.
brought in. Well, elephants are pretty big.
That is true. And I can't do anything yet because that was my action.
Correct.
For my
So
movement,
you're-
I'd like to move at least 20 feet away so that at my action I can charge.
Okay. That
Like
will give it an
gearing up
attack.
to go.
That will give it an attack of opportunity on you.
Oh, well then no. Then I'll just stay. It's fine.
That will finish your turn. Tobias, you are no longer held in its claw as you fall to the ground. Do the spell that was cast on you. However, at the end of your turn, Samara, It is going to use 2 legendary actions to attempt to use its ability to gore you. Give me a strength save, please.
It is going to just take me out already, isn't it? Okay, strength. Lord, give me strength. Nope. Why do I keep rolling 6s? I got a 12.
12. Ooh, 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
You take
I'm gonna be out of my
52
elephant
points of piercing damage,
Not out of my elephant form, but getting close.
and you are immediately pushed back 10 feet from the effect, and you are knocked prone.
Boo.
That'll
Oh,
finish
yeah.
its legendary action. Tobias, you are up with Mara on deck.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to turn on my boots of speed,
Okay.
and then I'm going to. So a dash is an action, huh?
It's a bonus action to invoke your boots, by the way.
Oh, it's a bonus. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll do a bonus action, invoke my boots, and then I will use the dash action to move. And then he has disadvantage on his opportunity attacks against me if he can take any. And I'm going to move behind him, above, on top of that little rock, on top of that rock over there. Keep going. So
We're over here?
Yeah. Because I moved double my movement now. So I moved 70 feet. I think.
Okay.
Double check. Yeah. 70 feet on my normal
Actually, I have to
movements.
move you right there, because now you're by the pit.
Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. And so I can make.
I think that's your turn, yeah?
I still got my turn. Okay. And I'm going to have to use my new weapon.
Well, you did an action dash, right?
Yeah.
That's your action.
Yeah, because I could move farther than that if I wanted to do the action dash.
Well, I thought you did.
I just moved my normal movement. That's because it's my normal movement's doubled.
Oh, well, you said you were doing the dash action.
And I do dash action so I can move double more than that then, right?
Well, is that what you're doing, though? I'm trying to figure, because if that's what you're doing, that'll consume your action.
Yeah, I'm already 70 feet away. Okay.
If that's a normal movement, he'll get a normal attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah, with disadvantage. Because I
Correct.
get my boots of speed.
Correct.
Okay.
So you're not doing the dash action. You're just moving away.
Yeah, I'll just move my normal movement 70 feet.
Okay. Gotcha. That is a 17.
far,
That
but
will
he's
miss.
Okay. And I'm going to break out the old, well, my new sniper rifle. And I'll attack. And it's going to be a long view, so it'll be a.
Oh my god! You're using your new sniper rifle.
So a 22.
Yep, that'll hit.
Okay, and it's a burst fire, so I'm gonna roll it. Shit. I'm gonna roll again for my second attack.
Okay.
If I can not throw it off the wall thing. 11 and 24.
24 will hit.
All right, and it does 2d8 piercing damage. And I gotta do my. Sorry, I got a lot of dice here. 23. Let me write that down.
We'll start having Ivar pre-roll.
10.
He's just a Gatling gun.
But this is a learning
51
station. It's all about
points of
learning D&D.
damage. Yeah.
You
How
have to
much?
learn that there's so much math.
Wait, I just want to make sure I did. Wait a minute, my rounds, my ice rounds here. I think the ice rounds do an extra part of the damage, but I don't see where I have it written down. All right, well, that's right. So I do 51 points of damage.
Nice. You shoot. Hits it in the rear of the shoulder, and chunks of muscle and flesh go flying forward. Anything else you want to do?
I'll hide.
You're gonna hide in the open after shooting a sniper rifle?
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll just stay there. He'll have to disengage from it, and everybody gets an opportunity attack. So
Fire, I'm using this as Ember right here.
wasn't it cute? I gotta look back and see what those stupid ice rounds do, because I can't.
Right now, she's probably in my pocket.
Yep. I'll keep her off to the side in case you need to use her. All right, so that'll finish Tobias. Mara, you are up with Fire on deck.
All right, I'm going to first thing activate my right, and I am up to D10s now. Yeah, I just gave myself 9 damage, so starting off strong.
Okay. Yeah, you do like to self-medicate.
Sure do. So I'm gonna take a swing.
Go for it.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Starting off strong. I have no idea how to hit with this anymore, so give me a minute. I haven't played Mara in a little while. Okay, so I get that and I get. Is he a fae, fiend, or undead?
He is fiend.
Fiend. Okay, so he gets an extra one then. Okay. All right, he gets it. Oh, that's really good. That's 14, 23 doubled is 46 plus. What's my plus? Plus 10, 56. Oh, do I need to separate radiant from piercing?
Yes. Radiant, you get an extra D8.
Oh, okay. What did I just say? 46?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. So piercing, let me do piercing. Piercing is, which one's that one? So piercing is 14, 24 piercing.
Okay.
And then less good. 10, 19, 38 radiant.
38 radiant. Nice.
A lot of math.
62 points of damage. You just slash into it with your rapier. You find just bone, muscle, tissue. As you pierce through, and the trail of like orange blood comes spilling out of its knee.
All right. Can I extract aspects? Does it have any vulnerabilities or anything?
It is vulnerable to radiant damage
I like that.
and psychic damage.
Okay. So as I take my second swing, I want to yell that out.
Okay.
Radiant and psychic damage, everyone. Oh, that's a really shitty swing. That is a 22. 22?
22 will hit.
Oh, whew. Okay. After my first swing, I was going to brand him with the brand of, what is it at now? Brand of Sundering.
Okay.
So he's branded.
Okay.
And there goes that dice. Oh, I needed that one. Okay, fine. This is fun. I know how to play my character.
You also, if I know you, have 50 million sets of dice in front of you right now.
We don't have a lot of D10s though, because who uses D10 except for apparently level 17 blood hunters? Okay, it's not as good. Okay, so that's 12, 17. Oh, I need to separate the radiant and the piercing. Okay, so that is 14 piercing. And 12, 16. Is that right? 16 radiant. Yes.
Did you use your extra D8 for radiant?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Um,
Another piercing blow with your rapier into it, and that radiant damage lingers. It's like cracked and like shooting kind of like blackened webs of energy up its form. It seems to be very vulnerable to the effect, and just kind of reacts to this just a massive amount of radiant damage that it just took.
like that. Okay. All right. Then that's that.
I'll finish your turn. Fire, you are up, and then we'll be at the top of the second round.
Okay, I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
Nice.
And fires looked like it was, I think they were big arenas were big purple books.
No,
Fires
were books.
Stuffed pigeons. Arenas were books. Fires were pigeons.
Yes, they were.
Purple,
actually,
pigeons.
I think on it.
Head pigeons. Oh, he is so fussy.
I'll use the chicken.
Chicken.
That'll be your Spirit Guardians.
Yep. It
Okay.
is a wisdom save.
All right. Good choice. Yeah, that's a 2
Oh, no,
plus
you're
1,
right.
3.
Fires were big swirling purple books. Never mind. I wrote it down.
knew it. I was like, no,
Sam was
they
so
were
right.
books.
They were books. Okay, so radiant damage.
Then while you're doing that,
And he failed.
yes, he
So
did.
that's all 4d8, and then I do another d8, extra d8.
Correct.
There's another d8.
Where is that
Here's
one that I like?
Okay. Ooh, 8, 10, 15, 19, 23.
23 points of radiant damage.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's my action, bonus action. None of my bonus actions are cantrips, so I am not going to walk away because I don't want to attack the opportunity, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. And I pull out my mace. I guess my bonus action, I pull out my mace. Or I guess
Okay.
that's a free action. But I can't attack him with my mace yet. This one.
See,
Oh,
now your
amazing.
spiritual guardians are flying books.
Flying books. Yay.
All right. So finish your turn. Did she say yes or no? I couldn't.
Yes. Sorry, I was
Okay.
muted.
Gotcha. So now in front of you, Samara, you can see the flurry of the books kind of crashing around the fiend, just slamming into it, and the radiant damage it seems very much vulnerable to radiant damage.
Trumpet and joy.
That will finish round 1 or top of round 2. It'll now be the creature's turn. It is going to... You know what? It's going to take all 4 attacks on you, Mara.
Cool. Could I... So activating my Kiss of the Wild Mother, it doesn't say it's anything. Where is it? In my inventory.
Paradox is all. Just confuse it. Scream fire, no deal. Or scream fine, no deal then.
Jason,
so can I activate my Kiss of the Wild Mother? It doesn't say that it takes an action or anything. It just says once per long rest.
Yeah, it's just, well, I mean, it's basically your action is what it is. It's you activate it.
Okay. Can I do that now?
Yeah, if you want to. What does that do again?
It raises my AC to 25.
Yeah, I'll say you do it as a reaction, actually.
Action
Yeah,
or a bonus action?
Yeah, you do it as a reaction.
How far back did we have that? I might have that in my notes.
It is going to... First attack is a 26.
Damn it.
Second attack is a 28. Third attack is a 16. Fourth attack is a 28. So 4 hit. He is not attempting to grappling you. He is actually using a special ability that he has. So that is only 2 hit.
Special.
Just 2 hit though, right?
No, I thought 4 hit.
No, one
hit.
was one was a 6. Yeah, so only 3 hit. All right. That is
So much for the WoW money.
41 points of piercing damage. It's then going to bonus action attempt to gore you.
Sure.
But because it's not a legendary, or because it's not a legendary action, he has to actually roll. And that's actually pretty crappy. That's only a 20 on its roll. You feel the horns kind of bend away off your armor. He does not want to stay in the effect. So he is actually going to move away from it up onto the rocks.
Do I get an attack? Oh, I used my reaction. God
You
damn it.
used your reaction. Fire, you get a bonus attack of opportunity.
Guiding bolt.
Books.
It has to be melee because
No, it doesn't.
No, you're a warcaster, aren't you?
Oh, that's right. You're Warcaster. Yeah, roll guiding bolt. I forgot about that.
Oh, he just ran, right? There was no magical moving.
No, he just he did his normal movement and ran out of the affected zone.
How far away is he?
10 feet.
Well, I'm moving his full movement of 45 feet.
Ugh. Okay.
22 hit.
22 does hit. Roll for damage with an extra D8 because it's radiant.
I totally forgot. Each time the branded creature deals damage to you or another creature within 5 feet of me, he takes 4 psychic damage.
Oh, add an extra D4 to that because he is vulnerable to psychic.
Not a D, just straight 4.
I know. Add an extra D4 because he's vulnerable to psychic.
I see what you're saying. That's a 4, so that's 8.
Yeah. So that is 24 because he hit you 3 times. And then 8. So 24 because he hit you 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of my brand, he can't dash.
Okay.
But he
Good
can
to know.
6, 12, 18. Oh my god, I rolled 4 6s.
Nice.
18, that's 24. 28 plus 7. 28 plus 7.
35.
35 radiant. Wait, yeah, guiding bolt is radiant damage, right? Yes, yes, it is.
The guiding
And
bolt.
then also, question.
Yeah.
On Spirit Guardians, it says when they start their turn there. So would he have gotten the Spirit Guardian damage at the beginning of his turn too?
He would have to make a save, yes.
Okay.
And that's wisdom, correct?
Correct.
Yeah, that's a 6. So go ahead and roll for damage on that as well.
Oh man, there's ones. 6 plus 8. 6, 7, 8, and 8 is 16. Plus 7 is 23.
18 plus 7 is what?
Did I say 18?
5?
Yeah, I thought you said 18 plus 7 is 23.
No, I said 16 plus 7.
Gotcha. I thought you said 18. Okay, 23.
No.
This guy's looking chewed up. He's taking some damage, but he seems like he's still in the fight. And he seems to be running back towards the pit that he came out of.
Don't let him get there.
Stop him!
So that will finish his turn.
Someone hold monster in.
A teal will.
Only we had our bard.
Well, he's not a monster though. Is the problem? He's a fiend.
Yeah, he's a fiend.
Ah,
Someone hold creature. Is that a thing?
old fiend.
Dominate? No, because it's dominate person.
A teal is going to inspire the prone elephant. So, Samara, you have a D12. As you hear a teal yell at you, it'd be nice if you get off your ass there and get into the fight instead of lying around. I'm just saying. So you have a D12 of inspiration. She is going to cast. She's going to cast Guiding Bolt as well. Unfortunately, that's a 19. That is going to miss. That'll finish a teal's turn. Thyson, you're up with Samara on deck.
All right.
Well, I keep forgetting to put out your homunculus. I need to remember to do that, so it's easier for me to remember.
What in
Kill
there
it.
looks like adipose?
No, I like to use this guy here as his homunculus. All right, Tyson, you're up. What you doing?
Where is it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, I'm gonna cast. My homunculus is gonna cast mental prison on him.
What's the save on that?
Intelligence.
Oh, never mind. I have 2. I'll use its first legendary resistance on that one.
Boo.
I forgot I
I'm
gave
gonna-
him 2.
And then I'm going to try and banish it
Okay, that's charisma or wisdom?
with charisma.
That's right. That is a dirty 20.
He barely passes. And then my homunculus is going to shoot a Chronostar shot at him.
Go for it.
With a bonus action. That is a 18, which misses.
Okay.
And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Do you want to move at all?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Samara, you are up with Tobias on deck.
So getting out of my wild shape, that's a bonus action, yes?
Correct.
Cool. That makes me happier. I wanted to use my elephant form, but he's too far away. So I'm going to change back into myself and get up. Use half my
Oh, I guess I didn't
movement.
hide you. I thought I. Oh, yeah, I did.
So I'm going to stand up. And then, because I heard her say radiant damage, I'm going to cast Moonbeam at 9th level.
Nice. Holy shit. 9th?
Yeah.
I've
Whew.
created a murder squad. Good lord.
Tell me that does radiant damage.
It does.
Oh, it does.
Does many
A
radiant
shit
damage.
ton at 9th level. What's the save?
It is con 15.
Dex? Oh,
No,
con.
con.
That's right. For some reason, I always... Yeah, that one is con. That is pretty beefy. That is an 18.
So save, but you get half damage.
Correct.
3, 4,
And you
5,
still get the
6,
extra
7,
D8 halved for the vulnerability.
9 plus a D8. So I have to do some math. Please hold.
I use my reaction to make him reroll. Hold on.
Ooh.
Oh, mother effer. That is a 14.
Yay.
So I'm going to roll all the damage.
I love you, son.
Love you
Okay,
too.
so-
I'm doing homework while also destroying you. It's so easy.
It's all in the passion. It's all in the passion.
That's funny. By also destroying you.
This is 30, 10, another one, another one, another one, that one, and that one. 65 points of radiant damage.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. You watch as a whole section of his backside and the weird skin-like surface just radiate out and just slough off his body, like exposing the interior flesh and bone. And he just roars in pain from the strike.
Would have been cool if he exploded.
My mic cut out again, so might be sounding weird.
Fair point.
Am I sounding weird?
No, sound
you're
fine.
good.
Oh, okay, good. Then we're good.
I mean, no weirder than normal.
Thank you. Okay, so after all that damage, I'm going to go hide behind a tree.
So you're at half movement because you stood up.
I think I'm at 30. No, yes, 30. So 15 feet.
15.
Is that tree 15 feet away from me? The one
It
behind
is
me?
20 feet away from you.
I want to get closer to it.
Okay. All right. It is going to use all 4 of its legendary actions to bolster self at the end of your turn, Samara. So that is
That's
gone. You
undo
cannot
all
use
my
that.
hard work.
What's that do?
You guys have done a lot of damage to him. You watch as a lot of the injuries on him just begin to self-heal and seal up, and these weeping wounds begin to stitch closed as he just kind of like bolsters himself and the energy heals him. All right, that'll finish Samara's turn. Tobias, you are up, and a very pissed off fiend is making a run for the opening.
Okay. Does he have to run past me to get into it?
Oh yeah.
So I would get I would get an attack of opportunity on that part of it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's your turn.
I know. I just want to make sure that I'll move into base with him,
Okay.
and then I will fire my pistols.
Point blank.
So first one's going to be a 29.
That'll hit.
Next one will be a 34. The next one will be a nat 20.
Nice.
Okay. So
There's gonna be a lot of math. So if anybody has to go potty or do their taxes or the normal stuff.
Right. So he's gonna get.
Shot him in the no-no square.
Am I missing anything? No. Okay, and then that one is going to be doubled.
Boy, our boy is fussy tonight.
Plus 5. Let's see, plus 15. So it's going to be.
I swear, during encounters, all I ever see is the top of Ivar's head.
116 points of damage.
Holy shit.
At least he puts his glasses on top, so it still looks like it's his face.
Yeah, there you go.
You guys just watch as Tobias goes running up to the front of the creature. Boom, 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 boom. Just starts shooting at its like midsection, and huge chunks of shell and meat are just kind of going flying off. The creature just rears back in pain. Just looks down at you. Frustration and pain. Its massive eyes all blinking on top of its head. I believe that'll finish your turn, Tobias.
Okay. Yeah, well, I could take my reaction to fire another pistol at him, but I'm going to wait for him to run by me to fire again.
Yeah,
or if he's going to take all his attacks on me, whatever he's going to do.
Well, you've got his attention.
Yeah.
Mara, you are up with fire on deck.
So I have 35 feet. Can I get a melee with him?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yep.
Cool. As I'm running over for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Blood Curse of the Marked. So he is now marked for my turn. And I'm going to take my first swing.
Go for it.
Oh, that's not... that's a 9, not a 6. That's better. So 23 to hit.
Yep, 23 will hit.
Where did I put my character sheet? There it is. Okay. I know how to play my character. Okay, so I'm going to do the piercing damage first. 15 piercing. And then the radiant. Pretty good. 29 radiant.
Nice. Second attack.
Second attack. I crit on a 19. Can I crit on a 19?
No.
33 to hit.
Nice.
So that will be a 16 piercing and a 21 radiant.
He is starting to look rough now. You can see where his bolstering attempt to try to hold his form and heal up his wounds, all of that's now been undone. You can see parts of his flesh hanging away. The wounds are weeping heavily. He's looking a little bit rough at this point.
Okay. I have 10 feet of movement left. No, I'll stay there. Okay, that'll be it for me.
Okay.
Fire.
Fire, you are up,
Yeah.
and then we'll be at the top of the third round.
Well, first I'm going to move within 15 feet of him because the books go out 15 feet.
Yep. Put you right about there. Oh man, won't let me put
And
you
then-
up there. That's weird.
It is
That's funny. And then he gets book damage.
Gotta make a save, right?
Wisdom 18.
I ain't gonna do it.
Well, I mean, on a successful save, he takes half. So, wait, did I roll the right dice? Because I rolled a 6. I don't think I'm supposed to be rolling a 6.
D8s, right?
No, it's 4 D8. Yeah, it's all D8s. I
Yeah.
don't know why I grabbed. That's why. Okay. Sorry.
The book does
I
backstab
rolled
damage.
D6s. Okay, 6 and 12 and 4 6s. What's 6 times 4? 24?
24.
24.
24 plus 4, so 28. 28 for the Spirit Guardians.
Nice.
And then I'm going to cast Guardian of Faith in front of him over the hole. Like in front of him, between him and the hole.
Is Spirit Guardian's concentration?
Spirit Guardians is concentration, but Guardian and Faith is not.
Okay. And you're gonna do Guardian of Faith.
Yes,
So
and
we-
it's a Dex save.
What shall we use? What shall we use?
A cat.
Ooh, yeah.
A big cat.
No, a kitty cat.
Because it's
yeah,
a large,
exactly. A
it's
kitten.
a large spectral. It's a large spectral guardian.
It's a house cat, but just large. There you go. I love it. I love it.
Between him and
that's
the hole.
It's floating. Meow.
So it's that house cat with a sword and a shield. Yep.
It's
All right,
swords,
that'll
it's
finish your turn.
It's a Dex save.
Oh, is it? What's the effective range?
The effective range, it's within 10 feet.
And how far can you cast it?
30 feet.
Yeah, that'll do it. That is a 18 on the dex.
That is the Dex. So it's saves for
Okay.
half, I believe. So it's radiant damage, and on a failed save, it takes 20 or half as much on a successful. So would it be 10 plus a d8?
Yes.
Okay. 8. So 18.
Nice.
And it's done 10 damage, so I have to keep track of that.
Yep.
Because it lasts as long as 60 damage.
Yep. And it is now a very desperate creature's turn.
Sorry, creature.
I knew it.
What is he going to do? Well, you did a shit ton of damage to
I
it.
did
so you
a
definitely have
Fuck
its
ton of
attention.
damage. Holy
Um,
shit. I even surprised myself on that one.
Yeah, it's going to. I did get the recharge back, so I need you.
It's not going to
con
try and
save.
go after the spectral kitty in front of it?
No.
Oh.
Tobias, I need you to make a con save.
Okay, 18, 19, 20. I got a 22.
With $2 save, you'll take half of 52 points of necrotic damage as it gives you its withering gaze. So that is 26 points of necrotic damage. And it's going to take all 4 attacks on you.
Okay.
First one is a, what's that? 21.
Miss.
Second one is a natural 20. Third
Okay.
one is a 24.
Hit.
And the fourth one is a 26.
Hit.
So we'll do the natural 20 first. So I need...
I'm gonna use my I'm gonna use the dodge to take half of that damage. So
the dodge it as a reaction.
yeah, because I think I can use I forgot what it's called.
Uncanny dodge.
Uncanny dodge. Yeah.
Is that against? I thought that was against dex based damage.
No, I got when I'm hit with an attack, I can use my reaction to have the attacks damage
Okay.
against me.
So
I thought it was just an attack you can see.
No, isn't that evasion?
No,
It says
Evasion?
any attack.
evasion
no, it's a
is
special. It's a special ability that rogues get, which is
okay.
uncanny dodge.
So uncanny dodge, and then evasion is when it's like
the
a
dex
fireball
roll.
effect or something.
Right, evasion is dex.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
So 7 plus 10, 14, 24, plus its envisioned embrace is 6, so 30. Take half of 30 points of piercing damage for the crit hit,
Okay.
and then the other 2 hits are 14, 21, 28 points of piercing damage for the other 2 hits.
All right.
And it's going to use its move to push through you and the cat.
I attack of opportunity, right?
Nope,
Do
because
I
you just
get an
used your
attack?
reaction.
Oh, you
I get
son
one
of a-
though, right?
But yes, Mar, you do get one. And I'll let you resolve that before he disappears down the hole.
That's a 29. 29 to hit.
29 will hit. Roll for damage.
Oh my god, there's so much math again. Okay. 15 piercing.
Okay.
And shitty radiant damage. This is 11 radiant damage.
Nice.
And what's he moving through? Hold on.
He is moving over the edge and back down into the hole.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
I don't think you were in base with him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, she wasn't in base.
Where's-
Did her books get an attack?
No.
I don't even know if I can move the Guardian of Faith.
And with that, it moves out of immediate range. It slinks back down into the hole it came out of. And that's where we're going to finish because I'm imagining you guys are going to pursue it.
Yes.
I was gonna have
Because,
someone throw a
you know-
fireball
Let's just-
down there.
Let's
Okay.
just do it now.
I'm
If
gonna
it-
run and dive
if
down the
it
hole.
attempts to leave,
Ah.
if it attempts to leave our plane, things will happen to it because it's branded.
Correct.
So
For now, because I think we're going to move the battle into subterranean.
crazy.
I forgot I had used this board for something else. That's funny.
Oh, I thought there was a bunch of crap down there that's gonna kill us. Okay.
Oh, there will be.
I mean, also that.
There will be.
I like the big house cat as the guardian of faith. I
love
that was
it.
the bomb. I thought that was just fucking adventure for sure. So hey everybody, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. And we're gonna have a 2-part encounter when we come back. Obviously, things will get even more interesting going down below for sure. Oh my god, I can't believe he made it back down below with hit points. I mean,
yeah.
he oozed his way back down there. He was looking really rough.
Yeah, it's
So,
probably like,
holy buckets.
oh, he gets instantly healed when he gets
Well,
down
I feel
no.
there.
like each of
No,
us
it's
did
definitely
at
not
least
that.
one
It's
massive
definitely
hit.
not that.
Oh yeah, I did 116 points of damage. I
Oh
think
yeah,
that's the
you
biggest hit.
undid
Absolutely
almost.
insane.
I mean, you undid his bolster and a little bit more.
Wow.
I mean,
that's
yeah.
the biggest hit I've ever done on somebody, I think.
Well, it's
How
point
much
blank
was
with
your moonbeam,
pistols.
Sam?
What's that?
How much was your moonbeam?
Those
It was
pistols
like
are killer.
50 something, but like as soon as you yelled radiant damage, I was in elephant form going fuck. Because I usually always go moonbeam, and the one time I decide not to,
I'm gonna be an elephant today.
I'll go elephant. Nope.
Great.
Holy buckets, that was cool. That was
That was
so
cool.
cool.
That was really cool.
Well, I'm glad Samara got to beat on something, even though it knocked her off her ass.
Yeah, but it helped with the raginess I was feeling earlier.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I appreciate that.
It did. Absolutely.
I'm
Absolutely.
just glad I got Mara back.
So everybody, thank you for coming out. We will be back here next Tuesday. Everybody good for next Tuesday as far as we know? As far as we know. I know
probably
we have an
burned out, but-
extended break coming up eventually for you, Ivar.
No, I this month's crazy for me, but I happen to be home on Mondays and Tuesdays, so
So even with war, you'll be here?
yeah,
Okay,
I'll be here.
Cool. All right. So it looks like we'll be here for at least for next Tuesday and wherever we go from there. So thanks everybody for coming out. Really appreciate it. Go join our Discord. We will be publishing the new giveaways. We have a pretty busy schedule for the summer coming up. We have a one-shot this Friday. I will be back here tomorrow night to do some world building and probably create some more monster mashing and do some more map building as well. So Paradox, thanks for coming out and hanging out with us. We even had a new watcher who checked in earlier. Wolf's Fox, for coming out and watching us as well. And my lovely partner resubscribing. We've been on our channel now officially for 12 months because she's been subscribed since month one.
I was the first subscriber.
You were. So we've been doing this. Been doing the Twitch channel for a month, and the other game was already going. So holy crap. It's been a while. So thanks to everybody for coming out. We will see you. Be safe. Be kind. Play a game. It's good for your mental health.
Play a game.
Promise.
Night.
Good night, everybody.
Oh my gosh, Ivor, stay this time.
What?
Stay this time. You always check out soon.